Okay, we're live. Good day. Today is Canadian Day for me because I got a package from the Great White North, and I'm going to open it up live. And maybe if we're lucky, my Canadian friends will stop by. I got my flag, I got my toque, I got my Eliminator Performance shirt. Now let's see what's in the box, and let's see if our friends come up and say hi from the Great White North. Again, good day. All right, so I got to get a knife. Let me get the knife. And I have an appropriate knife. It is a Stihl knife. Appropriate, right? All right, let's see what we got in the box. And according to their wishes, I do have a Sharpie, whoever it's from. So if there's any names or addresses, the innocent will be protected. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let's open this sucker up. I'm excited. I haven't got a gift in a while. And it reminded me of my friends Bob and Doug McKenzie and Geddy Lee when they took off to the Great White North. So, all right, let's see what's in the box. I'm not going to call everyone a hose head, but if you don't know Bob and Doug McKenzie, Great White North, Geddy Lee, check it out on YouTube. Uh-oh. Are they ruining the surprise? They're here. Anywho, let's see what we got in the box. Ugh. All right. You guys can come up if you want. I sent you the link. All right, let's see what's in the box. First off, we have some Stihl gloves. Extra large. Function Senso Touch, it says. Oh, let me see if the camera... I'm going to have to shut off the Canadian flag. Hold on, because you won't be able to see anything. But remember, it's Canadian theme right now, nobody else. So let me shut off the virtual flag. Hold on. Virtual background, none. It's just me. But I got my toque, got my Canadian shirt. So first off, Stihl. We got the gloves. Thank you so much for that. Extra large, so it'll fit on my mitts. That's good. Thank you so much. That's numero uno. All right, what else we got? Oh, I have one of these, but you know what? I'd love to have another. The all-important Stihl 2-in-1. These ain't cheap, so I thank you very much, my friends, because these are not cheap. This one is, let me see what size she gave me. Oh, let me put on the cheaters so I can see. Hold on, where's my cheaters? Uh-oh. Where's my cheaters? Where the heck are my cheaters? Anyway. Man, I am blind as a bat. Let me see if you guys can see what size this is. I'm trying to think what pitch and what... does it say on here? What pitch? Oh, here it is. Oh, let me see. Right. Nope. 325, so perfect. Husqvarna, a lot of Husqvarna Stihls have 325 pitch. I think the one I have is 3/8, so this is perfect. Again, thank you guys. Who else is lurking? Everybody's lurking. Again, this is just Canadian. If you're not Canadian, you ain't coming up. Put the link. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see here. Control C. Control V. Boom. There we go. All right. These are beautiful. I have a chain grinder. I like grinding the chain. I'm a little more consistent with it. But this tool, I bought it years ago when I was racing chainsaws. Not do it a lot of times, but I did it. And I tell you, I had fun with it. Hey, there you go. Take off. Take off. Good day. Now, are you guys too young to remember Bob and Doug McKenzie?
Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is.
Oh my God. You don't, did you see the video I sent you?
I did, yes, but I haven't watched it.
You know Rush, the group Rush?
Yep.
Geddy Lee?
Yeah.
Well, Second City. Oh, I can't believe it. Now I sound like an idiot. You're probably saying, what the hell is he talking about? Anyway, back in the early 80s, there was this show called Second City TV. Okay? And on Second City TV, you had two Canadians with toques named Bob and Doug McKenzie up in the Great White North. Okay. and it was always with toques and all that. And they created a song called "Take Off." All right, and who sung it? They got Geddy Lee from Rush to sing it. So
I didn't know this.
Look at the video when you get a chance.
I remember that.
It'll all maybe take off. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you got to have a toque, right? You got to call everyone hosehead and all that. But anyway, thank you so much so far. Let's see what else we got here. I was excited. I said, this is like Christmas. Oh my God, look at this. I'm going to be, except for the feminism, I'm going to be just like Erica. I'm going to have all the tools. Look at this crap. Holy sugar. Oh my God. I'm going to owe you guys.
They don't work on Husqvarna saws.
Look at all this crap. I got the, I'm going to start doing Erica videos. Look at this. I got the tools. I got the Torx. I got the Allen. I got the other. Jeez. Oh my God. I feel like a kid at Christmas.
That got to you fast. That didn't take long, did it?
No.
4 days, maybe.
Oh, there's something in a package. What is this?
What's that?
It looks like a socket of some sort. A socket?
Oh, that's a neat one. That's what the bar stud's in.
What does it say? Stud driver.
That,
so what's it for?
It's for putting the bar studs into the crankcase. There's a little ball and spring inside of it. It's really neat.
Oh,
it's actually kind of neat.
I'm gonna but we not let the IRS know. They'll be after me. All right, what else we got? Yeah, because I said the package is heavy. I said, what the heck did they ship? Now you're gonna have to explain this one. Is this the getting the fuel filter out tool?
That is it. The clothes hanger.
Yeah, this one's cool because you got a hook on that end, and you got a regular. Where are we? And a regular hook on that end. Cool. I don't have to make my improvised Scott Greasy Shop Rag coat hanger one work anymore.
No.
Okay. What else we got? Oh my God, an adapter. A vacuum. You guys shouldn't have done. This is a lot of money here. Seriously.
Oh, actually, it's not.
Well, I mean, if it was US dollars, I bet you so far this package is over $100 easy.
No.
But an adapter, vacuum adapter, now which one is this for?
That fits in place of most carburetors.
Like an MS 290 maybe, or anything like that. Robert, you can't come up. This is Canadian only. Sorry.
That fits all kinds of saws. Anything with that Walbro Zama.
Yep. Yeah,
I use that on Echoes, Huskies,
and the vacuum line on the other. Cool.
Yeah, I use it on all kinds of stuff.
Where's all the Canadians? Where's Wayne?
I sent them all. There's Scott right there. I sent them all an email about it. You get the rubber piece that goes for the muffler. Cool. Yeah. Wow, this is nutso. Enlighten me. The hooky with the rubber. What is this again?
Clutch springs.
Clutch springs.
Oh, okay. The hooky with the little knob on the end.
Yeah, that's for clutch springs. It's actually pretty awesome. Yeah. At least for Stihls. I don't know if it works on all.
This is the one I wanted. This is what I've been waiting for.
What did your dealer want for that?
Oh God, $12.99 or something like that. $13, I think. Something like that. But this is the fuel line taker offer tool. Which,
they don't give us like a cost and list for tools. They just give us
well, if anyone wants to look it up, there's the number. If someone wants to look it up and put it in the chat, how much it goes for. 5910 890 4501A. But I just use a screwdriver and end up going like that and wrecking the fuel line or bleeding.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Dan, you are from Canada, Dan. If you want to come up, it's Canadian only. Sorry, but you are from Canada. So if you want to come up, the link is there. Or special guest Scott, if he wants to come up, because
Scott.
The three of us have talked. If you want to come up, Scott, control.
Scott, you should come up.
Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. Control C. I wanted to make this all Canadian only because of the theme. Control V. I didn't realize I was talking to them who didn't watch the Great White North. So you're probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Hosehead, take off. And it's like, take off. Mr.
Yeah, I kind of remember, but
yeah.
We're pretty
like I said, I'm a little bit older than you, like old enough to be your parent. So
yeah, probably.
I'm 61, so I got a few years on you. What do we got here, Erica? What is the?
Oh, that one.
What is that? What is?
That's for your brake spring.
Wow! Look at this. I'm gonna have to start fixing steels. Well, I do, but not a lot. Let's see. I think that's it. Wait a minute. Paper. Oh, no.
There's more in there.
There is a block off plate. Cool. Block
Oh
off
yeah,
plate.
that's a bunch of homeowner saws.
Cool. Let's see. I think there's. Oh, that's it, guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. This is like Christmas in November for me. I guarantee you, if I had to buy this stuff, $150 easy. So
Maybe.
thank you
It
so much.
It didn't cost us a whole
Oh, I
lot.
know. Well, you'll start seeing it in my videos, and we'll give credit where credit's due. But I do appreciate. Where are the other Canadians? What's he say? When this pizza gets here, I'm gone. Yeah, but Scott, come on up.
Probably still driving home from work.
Yeah, well, Wisconsin. What's that? 2 hours difference from us. But holy crap! What a cool gift. Thank you so much, guys.
No problem.
Made
Thanks
my
for
day.
putting all the effort into the live stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we have a good time. Where are the rest of the Canucks? Where are they? I emailed Eliminator Wayne. I emailed Bruce. I emailed Steve. So, it's their loss. I mean, there's Morton. Hello, Morton. Anyway, what's going on over there? You guys busy still or what?
Yeah, we're snowblowers now are rolling in. Generators.
Snowblowers, generators, tractors we sold that snowblower attachments have to go on. I've actually been turning quite a bit away too. Like,
what do you turn away though? Like crappy homeowner things, or what do you?
Old stuff.
Okay.
It's just me right now on the big wheeled stuff.
Yeah.
So when someone rolls in with a snowblower that was given them for free, and they were told it doesn't run, it doesn't drive, it doesn't blow, stuff like that. It's.
Right. All right, you know what I would do? I'm going to make an exception because he's a channel regular. Klaus, if you want to come up, come on up.
Oh yes, let him
He's
up.
in
Denmark. That's close to Canada.
It's almost midnight in Denmark, so he's ready to go to bed. So if you want to come up, come on up, Klaus. You could say hi. So I'll put the link back out. I'm surprised Brucey and the other guys aren't here. Well, actually, Brucey's 3 hours behind, so it's only 2:45 where Brucey is. And Wayne, though, is our time, Buffalo area, Niagara Falls.
Probably having dinner. It's dinner time.
It is dinner time.
Yeah, but you know what? With me, there's no dinner time here. It's
us either. We're working.
Whenever the wife wants to boil
What are you
macaroni
having for dinner?
I didn't.
Are you making dinner?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what to make.
Now, do you guys still call these? Do you still call these toques?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Toques.
I know the spelling though. TOQUE, and I'm like, I thought it was like TOOK. Yeah.
TOUQ.
No, TOQUE.
QUES.
Yeah.
Toques.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Toques.
French. Is that the French thing there? Anyway, he's good. He's on his way to bed. That's all right, Klaus. It's almost midnight. Thanks for stopping by, though. Appreciate it.
Hi, Klaus.
Night, Claus.
We'll give it a few more minutes. We'll see. Where's Brucey and Wayne and Steve? I mean, like I said, Steve's 3 hours. I know that. Brucey may only be 2 hours. I think Brucey's 2 hours because he's above Montana. Steve is on the far west, so he may be there.
Oh, yes. BC.
Michael, did you ever square away your problem with that diaphragm? The only diaphragm I could find on a WY carburetor that looked like yours is the spiral. Have you guys ever tried the spiral diaphragm?
I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I got the chart. I found the chart. It's only for WYs and WT carburetors, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve did a big video. Walbro sponsored a video with Steve, and he did a bunch on it. They were like $20 each. So it wasn't but
they don't make them for the HD carburetors, I see.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it anyways.
Yeah. Morton, where are you? Are you Sweden? Where's Morton? Either Sweden or Denmark. He may be in Denmark. Morton.
Hi, Martin.
He's got a good channel too. He's in garden. He's got Aaron's lawn and garden tractors, the big ones.
Oh yes,
yeah.
The walk behind,
like the New Holland ones. You know how they made them for Aaron's, made them for New Holland, but New Holland was like an olive drab color with that weird looking hood. You never seen those? The S series. Like S12, S16. I'll show you.
I've seen orange Aaron's.
No, but Aaron's private labeled them for New Holland, and they
I didn't know that.
In an olive drab color. I'll show you. Hold on.
Not in North America, or
yeah, and I think Canada. Hold on. New Holland S. I'll do an S16 tractor. Let's see what happens. But Morton's got a cool one, and Morton made his own implement with a folding York rake or something, or a folding cultivator. Pretty cool. Let's see.
I used to have time to make all kinds of things. Not anymore. It's just service. Yeah. Oh yeah, those.
Aaron's made it, but it was New Holland 72 to 73. They private label it. That was an S16.
Yeah, we don't see many of those around here.
Yeah, Kohler case series. That's why I love them.
One of them had the Kohler overhead valve, I believe. Right? 361 overhead valve.
The 18 horse. Yeah, the K361. There's a color picture.
Yeah.
The New Hollands were like an olive drab. The Aarons were the orange. The only time I've seen the 18 horse here is in the Power Kings. Yeah. The Power
Kings. Yeah, we don't have them up here.
The Economy Power Kings. Yeah, they had them in the big ones. Yeah, made in Wisconsin. That's where Aaron's is. Yep, Aaron's is in Wisconsin. Let's see.
There's a lot of Bolins around us.
Yeah, well, Bolin's now MTD, right? Or are you talking the old?
No, I meant the real ones.
The real older when it was FMC. Yeah, when it was FMC.
A lot of them around here. Yeah. Not many old Cub Cadets though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see we said many auto tune saws have spiral there? You talking the Husky auto tune or the Stihl auto tune? He's Husky, so maybe be talking the Husky ones. That's interesting.
I've never had an auto tune apart. Are they a fuel solenoid? Like I actually don't even know about what.
Scott, is it look who's here. With Donnie boy. See that? Look at that. Holy crap, getting popular. Steve, if you want to come up, the link is right there. If you want to say hello. Let's see. Yeah, Morton's saying the S16. Yeah, K341. No, K341 is 16 horse, not 26 horse. 16. Typo.
Oh, yes.
And the way you can tell is it's got 10 head bolts instead of 9. The 10, 12, 14 all have 9 head bolts. Yeah. So, I know. Come on up, Steve. Say hello. Oh, here we go. Auto-tune carbs have bolted to the side where the screw should be. Oh, where the adjusting screw should be.
Okay, so I wonder if the modules.
Hey,
I've never seen one. I don't even know.
It's well. Let me ask you though. With the Stihl, is it a one-time purchase or is it an annual subscription for what they have, the software?
We don't pay anything.
No, but you do the one time for the software, the software and the Gazinta gadgets. But there's not an annual subscription for software updates.
No.
Oh, okay. Mick is saying hello.
Well, I don't know, Eric. Would you see the bills?
I don't know if that's what Husqvarna. Someone told me there was like a subscription where you had to pay annually for updates.
No,
not Stihl. Kawasaki makes you pay for something. I remember.
MTD does. MTD charges us yearly for
something.
I don't even know what it is. Kawasaki. I don't think Stihl does.
Actually, Briggs and Stratton doesn't even charge anymore. Yeah. They used to, I heard.
Now, Tyler? What are you certified now in different brands, or what are you certified in? Anything?
Anything. Briggs, Master, Stihl, Kawasaki, Kohler, all of them. But I don't really keep up. Okay. I don't keep up with them anymore. It's money. That's all they want.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Well, so how's inventory? Are you guys wiped, or what do you got now? Are you almost done for the year as far as inventory, or are you stocking up for next year?
We're out.
We're out of a lot of common filters and stuff, but we have placed our spring orders, which they'll start coming in December.
Yeah.
Now, are there any tractors left on the floor?
No.
Oh, wow.
Just an electric. Nobody wanted
an electric tractor.
Lithium, yeah.
So I have a video coming up probably the next week or so, and actually I'm on the tractor driving around on an electric Cub
What
Cadet.
is it? Cub Cadet or what is it?
It's a Cub Cadet. Yeah.
They make an electric tractor. Okay.
Yeah. And it was like double the price of a 42-inch gas.
6,500 Canadian. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's kind of nice, but
so we own it. We're stuck with it.
We're stuck with it.
So I bring the potatoes in from the field with it.
Yeah.
There you go. $6,500 to pick potatoes.
Kids drive it around. It
plus 13% tax.
I told my dealer I got a complaint. My Stihl knife. I don't know if you ever seen these private label Stihl knives that are made probably in Lower Sclabovia or wherever. Anyway, if you notice right in the middle, see that hole? That hole in the middle? That ain't supposed to be a hole. There's supposed to be 2 screws and a barrel nut in the middle. I took it out of my pocket the other day, and it folded out like a feeler gauge. And I go, what the hell? Then I go back in my pocket. Ding, 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 ding. Don't ask me. I don't vibrate, so I don't know how these things. 6 of the screws and 3 of the barrel nuts fell out in my pocket. So I found I found the barrel, but I didn't find the 2 Phillips head metric screws. They're like M2s. They're really tiny. But
did you try the warranty process?
Well, I went to the dealer, and he's out of them because he had one of those displays that they put out there with the little lights and these things. And it was like $20. It wasn't cheap, it's $20. But it's got a nice. I mean, I love the knife. I really do. But I said to him, I go, what's the warranty on this? He started laughing. And he goes, you know what? He goes, they send us like a display of these just, around the holidays or whatever, and people put in stockings or whatever. I said, no, I love the knife. I really do. But I didn't expect it to fall apart. So I took every screw and barrel nut out and I Loctited them. But I'm missing 2 screws. So I was thinking my buddy Tom in Australia got a Vivor lathe, a little mini lathe. And I said, Tom, can you make me a couple screws? So hopefully he'll make me some screws because they're like M2. They're tiny, really tiny screws. So we'll see what happens. What's Scott saying? Equipment that we get stuck with ends up on rental fleet or lawn crew. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I see Mick there. Hi, Mick.
Yeah,
he's from across the.
Anyway, any of my regulars, if you want to come on up. There's the link. Mick is probably getting ready for work because it's about almost 11 o'clock there. He works night shift. So he's probably on his way to work. And if he is working, he will come up because he'd rather
he's like the push mower man, isn't he?
Mick the mower man, the mower man. But he does, he'll do anything. Where they are in England, they have very small gates. Yeah. All their houses have gates. And you really can't use a tractor. So all of it is mostly, push mowers and stuff like that. So yeah.
I don't get a lot of push mowers here.
What is this one about? Different stages of a shop ride.
I love that video. That was
okay.
hilarious.
So Scott's got a video.
I didn't see that one. What is it? New?
It's older. It's an older video, and he's talking about the different life stages of the shop rag.
I was always wondering how the channel name came to fruition.
It's hilarious.
It was.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Scott, you got a link for that? I gotta watch that.
Last night, that was pretty good.
Like in the early stages, you can use it as a napkin if you need to.
Yeah.
And the final stages, it's on the shop floor soaking up a puddle.
Well, I know he got busted a few times for banging the customer equipment, and I was like, it's a plastic table. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, But anyway, when are you going to get? Oh, what happened to the 2 screws? Did you finally cut them or get them out?
No, they're still on the saw, but the saw's out back in a box. When it comes to the bench again, the screws will be taken off of it.
I can't believe he did that. And then I saw you like, and I'm like,
poor table.
Just think that saw's whole life, those screws have been in that thing.
But I mean, I'm just surprised he didn't like rip seats or wherever he put it. Like you throw in the back of the truck and rip the seats.
Rip your clothes.
That too, yeah, that's crazy. But so is this like a slow down time or a speed up time for you guys coming into winter?
Slow down time out front, speed up time for YouTube.
Yeah. No, but what about like snow equipment? Do you guys get busy or have people already bought what they're going to use?
It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
We're in a
weird storm, you get busy?
Yep. If you get a big snowstorm, then all of a sudden everybody wants a snowblower. They wait to see if they need a snowblower.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't snow, then it's kind of strange.
Yeah. What about like tree service people? Do you have any like tree? Like my dealer, I'll just give you an example. I'll be sitting there talking to him, whatever, BSing, and all of a sudden the tree guy will come in and they'll walk in. Hey, what do you got? Oh, I don't know. I got a couple of 361s and this, that. Okay. He just takes it. Everything he has, he just takes it. Especially if there's like a storm, they'll just come in, $6,000-8,000. Yeah, whatever. Do you guys have that?
Yeah, we have a few tree services we work with, and a few really good ones.
Rick, I think Rick, you're Canada, right? Rick Thalen? I think you're Canada, aren't you? Or are you New Zealand?
Hi, Rick.
I think he's Canadian. Yeah. Yeah, but it's funny. You walk in there and Ronnie, the dealer, like, okay, he takes out like 6-8 boxes. It's like $7,000 worth of. Yeah, whatever, And he's like, "How you doing on the other 16 you have in the back room for me?" When there's a storm, they need to cut. So it's they pick up 20 gallons of Moto Mix and 8 new saws, and I'll see you in a week. Oh, Australia. That's right. Rick's in Australia. Okay, Sydney.
Was it 2 years ago? We had a weird tornado north of here, out of nowhere. That cleaned us
we don't
out.
really live in an area where you get tornadoes, but a couple summers ago, we had 2 tornadoes go through the area, just north of us, and like the tree damage. There's people near us without hydro for weeks, and like the saw sales, the saw service, the parts. It was. We're not used to things like that. It's pretty boring here. Where we live, we don't get hurricanes, we don't get tornadoes.
We don't want them.
We don't get earthquakes. We barely get snow. We barely get rain. We're in a drought right now, actually.
We had one little bit of rain over the weekend, and that was the first rain we had in 41 days. It's
been very dry. We got rain 2 days ago?
Yeah,
a couple nights ago it rained here pretty hard.
You have the burn bans like we have. You can't burn anything.
Not enforced.
Yeah, well, I mean, where we are, though, the houses are so close. I mean, if you get a match, your neighbor would be like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Well, I want to thank you again for all the wonderful gifts. You didn't have to do it. I'm glad you did, though. Trying to think what's going on. Regular stream will come back on Saturday. We'll do that. But right now, at this point, I'm getting busy, though. People, what's your lead time? If someone comes in off the street, you don't know them. They have a Stihl, MS, whatever, and wants a full service day. What do you tell them?
Right now, I would say 2 weeks.
Well, that's not bad. My dealer right now is he's 4 right now, minimum 4 weeks. But he said, depending, how do you guys, like if a customer that is in regularly, will you a couple days you'll have it, that type of thing, or what?
It depends. If it's a tree service guy and if there's some urgency to it, yes. It's kind of case by case thing. What would be a common? What would a tree service guy? Oh, I need it. Would it be something stupid like the fuel filter's clogged or something like that, or it fell out of a tree? I mean, what would be the emergency? Well, I just did a 462 last week, and his fuel tank had a lot of water in it. And then I just did a 462. I just finished it this morning. It might air this weekend, and his fuel tank was full of dirt.
Wow.
Like so much dirt.
I have a funny story. I was working on a cheap homeowner from 1994, and I had the screwdriver in there because it was like a screwdriver, so I could barely see it. It's a screwdriver. So I'm going like this, and this, and I'm saying, this must be a dependent carburetor because it doesn't matter. My high speed is way out because I don't know if you guys know about dependent carburetors where the fuel goes into the high jet first. So the high jet can have as many as 5 or 6 turns out, and that's normal. All right. And you'll see that on McCulloch's, Poulon's, and the cheaper model saws. It's called a dependent carburetor. My friend Tom from Australia taught me about that. I had an MTD. I don't know if you've seen these MTD Chinese saws. They only made them for like 2 or 3 years back in the late 90s. They're black. Okay. You can't get any parts from them. Nothing. Okay. It had a dependent carburetor and I couldn't tune it. And I said, what the heck am I doing wrong? Tom says, well, maybe it's dependent. I go, well, how do you know? He says, get it so it idles good. He goes, yep. And then he goes, turn the low speed screw all the way off. Yep. I mean, the high speed, turn the high speed all the way off. Yep. He goes, blip the throttle. If it's dependent, it'll die automatically. And it did. So he says, turn out the high speed about 5 turns. Turn out 5 turns. Perfect. I thought 5 turns, it's an air leak or something.
Yeah.
Not on a dependent carburetor.
Which model carburetor is it? Do you know?
It's like a, I think they're Walbro. I'll try and get the numbers up, but I don't think they're Zamas. I think they're Walbros, but it's called a dependent. Look at I'll send you guys the link. Tom has the link for dependent carburetors. It screwed me up. I had this saw for like a year. I said, I can't tune it. I don't know. I said, there's no leaks. Vacuum pressure test is fine. What the heck's going on? I'm not a dummy. What's going on? But I said, it'll only run when it's out 4 or 5 turns, and that's not right. He goes, yes, it is for a dependent carburetor. The low speed was 1.5, but dependent was 5.5 turns. Yeah. So interesting. That's something I learned,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I had a guy come by yesterday with a John Deere 100 something series, and he says, "I turn the key." It goes. I said, "Well, it's either valves or you need the cam." Sure enough, it was the cam. So.
Oh, they cheapened it even worse if you get the new part. So they went from the old cam, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice thick rod in it back in the 90s on the decompression valve.
Mm-hmm.
And then the AVS came out. It was a little chintzier.
Yeah.
And now the replacement part is even chintzier, and they've tapered the piece of metal even thinner.
Really?
I got to ask them.
All I know is usually the dowel pin falls out or something.
Yeah, it's so weak.
Didn't you ask them at a meeting about it once?
Had a Briggs and Stratton update meeting. Everyone asked, why are the single cylinders, the head gasket always blows right in that spot? And they said, we got to eat two, boys. And that was their answer.
Really? Yeah, but you know what it was? For a while there, especially on the industrial 19 horse and stuff like that, like they have in the John Deeres and stuff.
Yeah.
The cams were only lasting 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, this one here, 7 years old. I said, you got your money out of this one, But he said to me, how can a cam be bad? It's Briggs and Stratton, this and that. I says, just do a search for bad Briggs ACR. He calls me back an hour later. He goes, wow, they're really pieces of junk, aren't they? Well, back then they were. I don't know if they were buying Chinese cams or what it was, but for a while I was doing one a week of those stupid things.
They knew how to build them.
Yeah.
And now,
just the bean counters wouldn't let them spend the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's just or planned. I think planned to fail, but that's my opinion.
I had one customer though, didn't want to spend any money whatsoever, and I said, you know what I did though? I ended up tapping the head for a chainsaw compression release, and I put it on his cylinder head. He loves it. He pops it in, starts it up, and it comes out. And because he didn't want to spend any money, and I had my milling machine. I said, you know what? I said, do you mind if I experiment on this? He goes, yeah. I says, I'm going to put a decompression from a chainsaw on it. So I had my buddy weld a little bit of weld on it. I milled it down. I threaded it worked perfect. Yeah.
One year,
the spark plug, you got the spark plug, then you got a little bung next to it that I welded in for a chainsaw ACR. Yeah.
Cool.
So kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
I can't remember. Oh, the 1 year Cub Cadets came. We had the Briggs singles. Was that 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. I didn't like that. I would rather the Powermore engine than the Briggs one.
Oh, here we go. Not to put you guys on the spot.
Oh.
So, we have a problem here. Canada Post is going on strike going on strike.
We'll see what happens.
Did it go out or did it not go out?
It didn't go out yet. No.
Okay. Yeah, Robert was me today. But Robert, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, especially from Canada. But
hey, it's on my bench. It's sitting on my bench.
Robert, you got the other one. You bought the McCuney style. Hook it up.
Problem is, if we put it out in the mail and then Canada Post strikes, it's going to sit.
Yeah,
it's going to sit in limbo somewhere.
He's got the McCuney pump. Hook it up. Just hook it up.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, you may need longer lines, but just hook the damn thing up. He's got it. I know stock, everything's stock, but you know what? Make it whatever works. And I've used that fuel pump. I've put it on K series. I just tap the block off plate and use a nickel.
I use them on the Kohler Commands when that fuel pump.
Oh yeah, but you know what I found on the Commands though? If that solid fuel line that comes up and over, I'll prime it with a little bottle. Sometimes if you wet the diaphragms, it'll start pumping again.
No, the one in the valve cover on the horizontals.
Oh, that one. Oh my God, yeah, that one's. Ugh.
And the worst thing is if it fails, all the fuel spills down
into
right down into the engine. It's awful.
Yeah. I'm talking about the ones on the side of the Commands, the one that goes up and over with that U-shaped fuel line.
On the one cylinders, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the V-twin?
Those old one cylinders, they were really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, really like John Deere Sabre. It's got the 15 horse or 16. I love it. I think it's great.
Quite a few of those out back. They outlasted the mowers.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time,
Yeah, they were in a ton of Sears mowers, AYPs and stuff, But,
see, I'm working on a Maruyama today.
Yeah, you were saying Maruyama here, the only thing that they really sell popular is their backpack blower. Because it's similar to like a Red Max, but it's very heavy. Everyone that uses it say it's very heavy, but it really pumps. It pushes out, and they're not cheap. They're like $650 for their backpack.
Yeah, they make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Trimmers, eh?
Trimmers.
Really good trimmers.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Now, who is that? A customers that brought it in for service, or what is it?
Yeah, it's here for a chain and a little cleanup. So I don't see these too often. So I thought I'd do a little video about it because I don't know.
Didn't you say you were a dealer years ago for them or something?
We did. We sold. I sold the saw new, probably 8 or 9 years ago. We can still get them if someone wants one, but people don't ask for them.
No.
Well, they see that name and they're like, they think it's junk. It's Japanese, not Chinese.
Mara, what? Yeah, it's.
I thought you were saying marijuana at first. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Their advertising was not very good. No.
Anywho, I'm surprised the other Canadians aren't here. I'm even decked out. I got my toque. I got my shirt. Mr. Dobie's here. Hello, Tom.
I don't even know.
TGM used to sell Mariama. Yeah, it's decent equipment. I don't have an issue. But if you're going to spend $700, I'm going to buy Stihl or Echo. You know.
So when we sold them, there was 4 available to us.
Yeah.
This 4 little chainsaws. One, and this came in the top handle as well. And then there was 2 bigger saws, and they were made by Dolmar.
Yeah.
With a Mariama badge on them. Actually, there's one sitting right here. So the Dolmar 5105. They had it here. It is.
Oh, with the round top.
Yep. So
definitely Dolmar.
Call it MCV 51. Yeah. But this is a 5105, made in Germany.
So is it 51cc? Does it relate at all to that?
It's like 50 point something cc.
50 point something.
Yep.
They're good saws. They work good.
Yeah. It's funny. The other day when you were showing me your DCS 340, it brought back so many memories. My good friend Myron, he's 94 years old, to be 95 in April. He taught me a lot about small engines. He gave me, it's my first chainsaw. He gave me that saw 23 years ago. Okay. And I used that saw every year to cut down my Christmas tree. Okay.
Really?
I would use it every year. Okay. And after about 5 years, 6 years, or even more than that, maybe 10 years, my wife, we are now have an artificial tree, and I could strangle her, but that's beside the point. I don't like the smell of artificial, to be honest. So anyway, now that we have the artificial tree, it's like it's been hanging in my basement now for about 10 years unused, you know. And back when I first got it, I didn't know crap about chainsaws. I didn't know about vacuum pressure tests, this and that. The only thing I knew about two-stroke was, I know how to adjust mixtures and stuff like that. But now that I know how to fix them and all that, I'm going to take that saw and restore it because it's the first bar and chain I ever bought new. I bought an Oregon bar and chain from Home Depot because I didn't know much about chainsaws. I was servicing Cub Cadet, International Harvester Cub Cadets, and John Deere and lawn and garden tractors, the big ones. That was my thing. I was building 2 or 3 Kohler engines a month, the K series, and I was doing all that stuff, and it was fun. But then people would say, "Do you work on 2-strokes?" I'm like, I don't really know enough about them. So one of my neighbors brings me a weed trimmer, and I fixed it for him, this and that. But I was never really into it. But then I said, man, it'd be cool to have a chainsaw. And my buddy Myron, this is no joke, dropped off 100 chainsaws.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah. But most of them were McCulloch's, Poulon, the stuff that the dealer didn't want. There were a couple things, an 031 AV, but it was in there, but it needed work or whatever. So I got a couple of gems out of it, but mostly they were junk. But that Makita, I look at it, I go, what's wrong with this thing? And he goes, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It just needs gas. So I put gas in it, and it would run, but you sort of had to feather it to keep it running. And I think it needs seals because you do the north, south, east, west, and sometimes it'll stall. Yeah. But it's like dear to my heart because it was the first saw given to me by a dear friend. And I realized DCS, Dolmar chainsaw. That's what it meant. And 34 was the CC. So it's really dear to my heart. But I asked you the other day about a scabbard because it's got a steel scabbard on it. And it's like I'm a trader. I don't have a Makita scabbard for it.
When we had talked about that, the package already left.
I was going to say, you probably thought you were getting a Makita scabbard.
No. Like I said, I could probably get one. It's just that around here, for some reason, the old Makita chainsaw parts, you just can't get them anymore. There was a dealer, I did mail order from a dealer in upstate New York. I don't know if you're familiar with Walt, A Fleet Command, his channel. He does a lot of Husqvarna saws. It's the word Fleet Command, A Fleet Command. Yeah. If you're into Husqvarnas and old toy trains and real trains, that's what he does. He films real trains and does that. And he likes like the Lionel trains. He has a huge room with Lionel trains. So he does trains, he does that, but he does wicked chainsaw repairs, especially Husqvarna. But his best friend is a dealer up there. I think it's called, I forget the name of it, but there was a place up there by him called The Cutting Edge. It was a dealer in upstate New York, but they're a big Dolmar dealer, you know? Yeah. And I called him up one day and I said, I got this DCS 340. And he goes, what do you need? I said, I don't know what I need. I said, I don't know anything about chainsaws, but I knew I needed I bought a bar and chain, but I said, well, I really should have a new clutch and drum. So I bought that from him. I bought a spark plug and a couple other things. But now that I know saws, I really want to do it justice and take it apart. I'm just wondering what parts are available for it. Like the decals are all rubbed off and I want to get new decals and all that stuff, but just it's so deep in my heart. I'd like to get it back up and running. I'd love to get a Makita bar, that says Makita and all that, and do it the right way.
I think they're the gas parts. I think they're getting. It's going to be few and far between soon, especially for the older ones.
Stella's here. Stella, come on up, honey. We're here.
Come
on up, Stella.
In 2015, I liked Makita saws too. That was my first saws I played with.
Yeah. But they were Makita Dolmar, right? There was never a Makita saw. Yeah.
I found out they made a 90cc. Did you?
What was the model number? What was the model?
DCS 9010.
Oh, 9010. Okay, I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those.
Like, they're discontinued in Canada and the US. I'm like, oh, that's too bad. I found it on Amazon UK and just rolled the dice and ordered it, and they actually shipped it, and it showed up.
That must be a bear, huh?
It's gone. I sold it. It was pretty. I'll send you a picture of it there.
Yeah. And, question here from Lawn Tractor Light: is it okay to run full chisel chain? I don't think it has anything to do with the clutch. I think you have enough power to pull it. When you get full chisel.
Well, you wouldn't want
to. Full chisel is just the square shape on the side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you talking skip, semi-skip? What are you talking? Full skip? That's what really matters. Are you talking the full skip, semi-skip, or that's what really matters? But if the full chisel is not as forgiving on dirty wood and stuff like that as the other the semi chisel is, the semi chisel is the round edge on the side.
Yeah, it'll stay sharper a little longer.
Yeah. Most people have been complaining to me about angled cuts on their chainsaw, and I've seen everything from left-handed guys where half the teeth are way out, and I've had guys where their bar one side of the rail.
Usually it's the bar. Yeah.
Usually the bar. Filed or sanded the bars to make them level, or?
Yeah, I use a belt sander.
Okay. Do you set it up like on a table, like a router table, where you can just go like that?
Just a cheap. It runs like a 1-inch belt.
Okay.
And
yeah, like you see Princess Auto or something, one of those setups.
If I can save them a bar, or used to, they're whatever. If I can save their bar, I can save it. And if I can't,
there was a guy in Oregon, I think. Remember the original chainsaw guy? He's got Saw King. He's got the grinder set up where he actually grinds the bars.
Watch his videos a lot.
That's what got me into chainsaws. I watched Saw King. I would watch him. Yeah, nice guy.
Still making videos, I think. I think he's still on.
No, because he's retired now.
Dolmar 7900 is my favorite saw. My favorite saw, too. Yeah.
Now, is that 79cc? That is.
Yeah, they're an animal of a saw.
Yeah, Barnyard. Hey, Barnyard. What's going on? Another Long Islander.
Actually, he's not our Stihl rep. Even seen one in our showroom. And remember, he said, my boss probably fire me, but those Dolmars are great saws. Remember him saying that?
Well, Dolmar invented the chainsaw.
Apparently.
Yeah. All right, now the hat comes off.
Look at that. Looks
good. My dealer gave this to me, so I do have a.
I don't even have one of those.
We don't even have one. No.
Yeah. No, my dealer's good to me. I'll walk in. If he gets promotional shit, he'll just throw it my way. Here we go. So he's really good.
Awesome. Yeah. Worked on a twin cylinder chain. I saw an Echo with 2 cylinders once.
Oh yeah, the Echo, the EVL.
He didn't leave it with us, but he just brought it here to show
us.
Right?
Those are rare. Those get about $2,000 here if you get one. They don't work for shit though. They don't really have much power, to be honest. It's just when you go to a show, it's cool to see one. They make a pretty weird noise,
Definitely.
Well, you know what I want to get though? A Wankel rotary sack saw.
Yeah.
Rotary engine. That's what I want.
I've seen them on the internet. I've never seen one.
I've seen a snowmobile with the rotary, but I haven't seen the chainsaw in person.
What do you guys do for sleds? You guys got sleds?
I don't do that.
No.
Sledding, no.
I thought Canadians in your blood. You're born with it. You got to have a sled. No.
As a kid,
you see all the commercials. The guys pulling up to Tim Hortons drive-through with the sled. You know.
When I was a kid, we had sleds, and I went ice fishing and did all that stuff. But as an adult, I don't anymore.
Uh-oh. We want to have you come up, Stella.
I grew up in the city. I didn't know what a lawn tractor was until I was in my 20s or 30s.
How old was I? The year was 2000. So I was 30, almost 37. I was 36. My father always had Briggs used mowers that he got from an old man in a town next to us. This old man was probably 90 years old, and he sold used mowers. My father, the only time he has anything new, we used to have a brand here called Rally.
Yep.
It came in either red or green, depending on what store you bought it from. And he bought a Rally mower with a Briggs Classic on it one time. We used that 22-inch. But then I bought him for his 60th birthday a Snapper Hydro rear engine rider. You know, that was his birthday gift, so he could ride around the lawn because he was having trouble walking. And when he died, my mother sold it to her cousin. And I'm like, Ma, what'd you do? She didn't even tell me. I said, it's not about the money. I would have paid for it. You know, on the, you know, it was like $1,200, you know, with the dual busher bagger and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh. So anyway.
Was this a rear engine machine?
Yeah, rear engine, but with the hydro.
Really?
It had a hydro on it. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I love Snapper rear engine riders. I beat the hell out of it. I gotta really take some time to make it, you know, better, because right now I've got dry rotted tires. I have front wheel bushings that are bad. I don't have any boots on the rear axles, so they're getting dirty. My Snapper rear engine is 1999, and I tell you, it's gone through a harsh life being out in the elements. You know, because I don't have a shed or anything out back. All my good equipment, like my original Cub Cadet Hydro, my 123, that's been in my garage for 20 years. You know, it's never, you know, really gone out in daylight except I take it to a show. It's all original. The engine's never come apart. 1965. Yep.
Wow.
And I love that thing. But you know, let's see. Oh, Solo Twin. Yeah, Solo's the one that had the twin. That's right.
Solo. I've never even seen one around.
Oh, you never seen a Solo? Solo, they make some good equipment. Expensive here.
Solo Twin. You had a Solo.
Oh, okay.
But they made a twin like the EVL, like
there was something to do with Dolmar and Solo. And at one time, I think Solo saws were made by Dolmar, but the parts didn't all maybe line up. I did have the 90cc Solo here. It was the same as the Makita. Remember, I bought it scored years ago.
Yeah.
Ended up selling it. That was cool.
I remember us driving in the night to go pick it up somewhere.
Oh, here we go. I'm looking at Arborist site. It says there are no Dolmar chainsaws made by Solo. There is one Solo chainsaw made by Dolmar, the PS 9010. Solo 694.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Dolmar had those 64, 73, 79 10s, but they looked so similar to the Solo. I always thought they were the same, but maybe they're not. I didn't read into it.
There's only one Solo dealer here, and he doesn't really stock a lot. He wants to special order if you want one, but they're very expensive here for some reason.
The chainsaws?
Yeah, they weren't cheap. They're more expensive than like a Dolmar. He was a Dolmar dealer, and then he became a Solo dealer, but he'd have 10 or 12 Dolmars on the shelf, only 1 or 2 Solo. He says, well, if you want one, I got a special order. I'm like, why are you a dealer then? You know? And he never had parts for him. He says, oh, I got a special order.
That's what killed Dolmar, the parts price. That coil for that 50cc was $200 Canadian.
Wow.
Very expensive.
Air filters were too much money.
I thought Echo was getting a little expensive with electronics.
Echo is. Husky and Stihl seem very reasonable with parts.
But I mean, I think Echo, I mean, you see them in all the box stores now and everything, so they're selling, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But I still would rather go to the dealer. It's just a lot better service, you know?
We had both Echo and Stihl here, and nothing wrong with either brand, but just Stihl would always sell easier. I don't know.
Well, a lot more name recognition on Stihl.
I didn't even care about the warranty. What's the warranty? I said, well, the Pro Saws for Stihl are 90 days and Echo's 5 years, and they'd still buy the Stihl.
Really? Now, do you guys push registering everything you sell?
We have to. They make us register everything. Yeah.
It's horrible.
It is horrible.
Yeah. Boneyard, I only have 5 vintage home lights. Only 5.
because they were made. Port Chester, New York is 40 miles from here, and that's where the old vintage home lights were. Well, they were engineered. A lot of them were made in different areas, but you'll see Port Chester, New York on the old home lights.
We never seen a lot of home lights in for repair.
Home Light had a Canadian model. If you look at Home Light, Boneyard, what's the Canadian Home Light designation? There's a designation on the serial number. When you have an old home light, they were like UT with a number, but there's a brand. Hold on, let me look it up. There's an actual Canadian factory that made home light, and it's got its own name. Hold on, let me look it up. They call them Canadian home lights. What the heck is it called? I found one time. I saw one. I didn't know what it was, and a buddy told me, "Oh no, it's a Canadian home light." Hold on, let's see what we got
here. I did come across a channel the other day I've never seen before. Leon's.
Oh, Leon! If you're into home
collection,
Leon's House of Home Light, and he's got
collection.
He's got the best vlog. If you want to learn about it, he's got a vlog and everything. He has the parts, all the catalogs, all the parts lists, all the service manuals for free. You can download.
He was up.
Free.
He was crawling around in a loft, and I couldn't believe the saws he had and the shape they were in. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's good. I like him. He's up in Oregon.
Oregon, okay.
Yep. Home Light, sir. I may know of one, Boneyard. I may know of one. Yeah, because Home Light made the two-stroke. They had circular saws. They had all kinds of different things using the chainsaw engine. It was pretty cool stuff.
I got a filter out of a Home Light once I worked on years ago. I don't know if it's does anyone? It's brass. Doesn't look like it would filter too much, but that's what come out of the Home Light. This is from a long time.
What color was it? Was it green? Was it green and red?
Brass. Oh, the saw was red.
Yeah, it was red. Okay.
But it had a brass fuel filter. I didn't want to throw it out. I thought it was kind of neat. I've never seen one like that. I don't know if that was original equipment.
Yeah, Leon does have the circular saw. You're right. Yep. What I'm going to do about, you asked about the StreamYard. Right now, StreamYard increased my cost from $96 a year to $433 because they got bought out. Okay. But here's the clincher, and I'll give you an example. Stella, our good friend Stella Lawnmower Lady, had the same subscription as me. It was called, I forget what it was called, Enterprise or something. It was a special subscription for $96 a year where you have up to 10 people on stream, and it's 10 people is good because this way when I do my Hollywood Squares or whatever, it works out. If you don't pay, and it's a free stream from StreamYard, you only get 6 people at one time, maximum of 6, and it says StreamYard in the upper right-hand corner. By paying, it doesn't say StreamYard in the upper right. You don't get the watermark, okay? And who cares? But having 10 is important to me. So Stella looks up her account. They sent her an email. Oh, yeah, you're still at $96. And I'm like, Stella and I started at the same exact time on StreamYard 4 years ago. And I think it's because I stream all the time and she doesn't. Maybe they figure, oh, shit, she's not doing anything anyway. So what's $100? You know, we're
you use it all the time, so let's charge you more.
Exactly. But it pissed me off. I mean, they sent it to her. Oh, and I'm like, what the hell? So I emailed them and said, look, you give me my 96 again, I'll renew right now. December 2nd is my renewal date. So on December 1st, I'm going to go in there and say, I'm done. And watch them say, yeah, we didn't get the email. But anyway, because they do auto billing and all that crap, Yeah. So anyway, I let my credit card know, do not pay.
Yeah.
The money. No, because they'll do that. They'll wait a week. Oh, we never got the email.
Like a gym membership.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what they hope for, So
we had a recycling.
That's an
OEM.
So that's for what filter. Though, for what model? An XL or a Super, or what's it for?
It was out of a Home Light, and I always thought it was funny with brass filter. I've never seen one. Yeah. But I haven't been working on saws for 40 years either. So
let's see, Canadian Home Light.
There was a time we didn't take saws in, remember? Just tractors. Mm-hmm. And this guy brings an 084 Stihl in, and I was like, well, that's big. I didn't even know where to start on it.
Oh, the Canadian Home Lights are called Terry, Terry. It looks just like a home light, except the tag doesn't say home light. It says Tery. The factory was called Terry in Canada. Let me see if I can get a picture. Hold on.
I think Pioneers were big here. They made the great Peterborough.
P41s and P51s.
Yeah, they weren't made far from here.
Yeah, yep. Pioneer's a good saw. Let's see.
I used to have a bunch. I sold them all last year. That was silly.
They get big bucks around here. They really do. There's a big collection.
I had a Poulan 455, which is a P45, I believe. It worked good. It was all scored. I put new rings in it from an 038 Magnum. They were the same size rings, which was kind of neat. I think we just couldn't get a piston for it. We just cleaned the piston up and threw it back in.
Super XL.
I don't know what it was. I can't remember what that home light was.
Oh, it's James.
James.
Hey, you want to come up, Jim? I don't know if you're having dinner. Let's see.
I've got a nice big Makita generator. I bet James would love to work on.
That's the Canadian version. It's called a Home Light Terry.
Yeah, Home Light Terry. Okay, I see what you mean.
That's the version that was made in Canada.
I've seen those stickers before.
Yep. He's on the train. Oh, okay. He's on the train coming home. Yeah, he usually doesn't get home and get all settled till about 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh, he's commuting. Yeah. I see.
But, let me see. Yeah, but it's funny. You say Craftsman made in Canada. Craftsman saws were made everywhere. The 3 digits tell you where it was made. If you just type in a Google search for Craftsman vendor code, you'll see the list. There's thousands of. Craftsman was just a name. They didn't make anything. It's all
they didn't.
You know?
Those snowblowers. The Murray made them, or
Murray has its own code 258. I think it's
so hard to look parts up for here in Canada.
Yeah, but Murray's black or Briggs and Stratton.
No, but they didn't save any of the parts lists from before a certain year. I'm going to say 2000.
I'll send you. There's a website I use for Murray parts lists. It's got all the old stuff in it. Back they got Murray's, Nomas, all the stuff like that. The old stuff.
Okay.
If there's a model you're looking for, let me know because I've got so many parts lists. I saved hundreds of them. Mac 10 I saw.
Some of them wouldn't drive, and up inside the frame it would snap. The big green Craftsman snowblowers. Do you remember them? Anyway.
Yeah.
I cringe though when I see those come in. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, my neighbor's got one that's got the disconnecting hubs, with the little finger on it.
Oh, power steering.
Yeah, but no, it's disconnect is all it is. But some of them though have the real differentials too, like even the Arians where you can turn it on a dime and not skid because it's got a real differential.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of Arians,
No.
Yep. Yeah, Lawn Boy Toro bought Lawn Boy, that's for sure. Yep. It looks just like a Toro except it's green. We
just had a Toro snowblower in. It was nice. It was big, heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Newer or older?
Older, probably about 04 maybe. Still had a Tecumseh on it. Tecumseh. Yeah.
Yep.
Just service.
I like the older Toros, like the 521, the 824s, things like that. I do a lot of conversions to Predator too on those.
Predator. Okay, some of the old Toros had the weirdest drive system.
Well, that auger from hell, it looks like the auger is going to kill you. That big.
Oh, the drive. The drive.
Yep. The teeny disc, the real tiny one.
I just remember the shifter would drop into place and it was just in gear and it could just go across the yard. No safety or nothing.
The fun ones, though, are the Toro Power Shift, where it shifts the rear axle 8 inches from front to rear.
We had one last year here.
Those are fun. I rebuilt the transmission and the linkages on one of those. All the parts are still available. The only thing is they want that bentonite grease in it. That's $70 a tube. I just use regular 00 grease. I didn't care.
First time I saw it was probably a few years ago when he brought it, and I thought I broke it. I'm like,
Scott, I love the power shifts. I just worked on one the other day. 12 horse overhead valve Tecumseh.
Yep. Same engine
with a 32-inch auger. Yeah, big one. Yep.
It was a big one. Yeah, 12.
525. I love the 524s or 521s. Those the Predator engine goes right in those if the Tecumseh engine fails.
Does it?
Yep.
Shaft height.
All you have to do, the shoot rod, you have to put an eye bolt sticking it out an extra 2 inches, or else it'll hit the valve cover. Other than that, it bolts right in. Yep. The pulleys and everything bolt right in. Yep.
I pulley swapped an old Aaron's once.
Yep.
It had a 7-horse Tecumseh, put a 13-horse Tecumseh on, and then I made the pulley bigger. That was cool. You know, the old Aaron's where the auger would come off? I think you could get different. It was one of those, really old.
Well, remember with the old Aaron's, attachments from today fit a 1930 Aaron's. It's all, they're all the same, like Gravely used to do. Well, they used to sell them as 2-wheel tractors, you know?
Yeah,
and then you would bolt on whatever attachment you wanted on the front. So, but cool.
I think we sold it. I didn't get much for it.
No.
What do you actually, do you collect anything? Is there anything like, if you see one, gotta have it, or what?
Dolmar chainsaws. Usually.
Okay. All right. See, with me, it was the International Harvester Cup Cadet. I had to have a model of every year, until they sold it in 81, and I've had at least one of every model over the years. Now, the only thing I got left now, I've got a 107, which is dear to me because it was my first tractor I ever bought from a friend of mine in 2000. That's what started Kent Small Engines. I have a 107. I have a 1650 dual hydro, dual stick. I have a 1250 Armstrong lift that I'm going to convert to a dual hydro. I have the 123 that's all original in my garage, and I have a 60 bathtub rider, the old bathtub riders they have.
Yeah.
I have one of those, and that's it. I used to have at one time 19 of them, but then I don't have the space, so I ended up selling them. And like I said, I'm more into the machining and the engines and all that stuff. I'm like a junk. I have like 14 K series engines under my bench, ready to be assembled. Yeah. Oh, they are. Yep.
I can't believe the weight of those one cylinders.
Well, especially with the starter generator on it as well, and the fuel tank full. Yeah, I would lift those, by myself.
What's our Cub Cadet?
You back with us?
What's that Cub Cadet? I think I have a 100 out back. That's all original. Everything. It even had the original spark plug in it. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. The 100. Like I said, does it have any options on it, like the round fenders or
round fender?
It has a round fender on it?
Yeah.
That was an option. It didn't come with fenders. It was an option.
Really?
How about the reflectors or the Grote tail light and headlights?
I'll have to wheel it out and show you.
Yeah, because the options for that, the creeper option, right? The 2-speed creeper.
Right.
You had the Grote tail light. The brand was Grote. It was a single tail light. The tail light switch would go on the left side of the pedestal to the left side on the side for the lights. Yep. Dual headlights and a single Grote taillight, or you had the oval reflectors on the fenders, the 2 oval reflectors. And those, there's a Fichtel Sachs, the German bicycle company, made the exact same reflectors. So if you find old Fichtel Sachs lenses, you can uncrimp the Cub Cadet ones and put those lenses in.
Okay.
So, yeah, kind of cool. But I used to know all that stuff. I used to write articles on Cub Cadets. I was like into it.
Surface rust patina, like it never was outside. It must have been in a barn, but the stickers are like brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it still have the dealer sticker on it? Because I love old dealer stickers.
I don't think
who sold it. Yeah, there's a website I'll send you. Yeah. This guy all he did was collect dealer stickers from International Harvester Cup Cadets. So they had the IH sticker with the yellow and blue arrow on it.
Have you heard of GC Hudson here in Brockville, Ontario?
No.
He's a huge collector. I think he's got one of every model he's ever sold, and they've been a dealer since they came out.
He has a museum. So they still sell new Cub Cadets, but he has a museum.
This guy is
one of
I've been to a museum in Pennsylvania, the one that closed its doors in like 1968, and it's set in time. They didn't touch anything. Everything is in there from like 1968. It never changed. It's over by Bloomsburg where they have the tractor shows out there. If you're into IH, they do a thing called Red Power Roundup every year, which is the big IH collector show. So anything International Harvester. And we have a huge collection of Cub Cadets there as well, but just IH. It's really cool. We have a good time with it.
This guy has everything. He even kept one of the compact tractors, the 5200s, to remind him how crappy they were. You remember? That's what he told us.
Yeah, but who made the 5200? IH?
I don't know. No, I don't. MTD, I think.
No, but I'm saying he stayed after they got bought out. He went to Cub Cadet and then MTD and stayed. Yep. Oh, wow.
I believe it's the story.
What year did he go out?
He isn't. He's still in business.
Oh, he's still in business? Oh, wow.
It's called GC Hudson in Brockville.
GC Hudson. Let me see.
Yeah. GC Hudson Supply. He's a Cub Cadet dealer in Brockville, Ontario. He's got, I'm pretty sure he has one of every
Oh,
tractor.
yeah, I see it. GC Hudson, yep.
So if you can see collections of his Cub Cadet, I don't know where they are on there, but
yeah, this guy is
pretty awesome. Yep, that's it.
That's him.
Yeah.
Like he may have one of the biggest Cub Cadet collections around. I don't know. He's got Cyclopses up in the mezzanine. Pretty neat.
Wow.
They discontinued those hoods. Remember?
Yeah. Well, the lenses would always break and everything else.
Yeah.
But it did look like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. I kind of like them.
And no, MTD is not Murray, Chris. MTD Made to Destruct is MTD. Murray
they're a little better than Murray, aren't they?
Yeah, Murray is owned by Briggs right now. MTD is still MTD. Yep.
And actually, they're Stanley Black and Decker now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So that's why you see them at Lowe's now.
SBD, is that what they call it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see.
Hey, Stella's here. Hey, Stella. What's up, honey?
Finally.
Hi, Stella.
Sorry, I only had to reboot.
She's got a kitty.
Yeah, it's the Carmen. I only had to reboot like 3 times, and then I don't know what it was.
Hey, Stella, when are you heading up this way? Any idea?
I do not know. I want to try to get up there. I mean, I'm not really worried about the snow and weather, but I'd much rather come up there when it's nice and chilly than hot weather because I don't have AC.
Yep.
I mean, I have a homemade one, but it's no goods.
Well,
I mean, no, it's very good. Actually.
We got the extra bedroom, and I'm sure Virgil would love to play with Carmen.
No, I'm sure Carmen would not like that. No, she would not like that at all. So anyway, yeah, I am wondering. I don't know how I'm logged in here, but I don't think I'm in. Oh, look at that fluffy thing.
What is that? Like a raccoon cat or something? What do they call that?
Yeah, she's part raccoon.
She is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Born right here in the shop, wasn't she?
She was born.
Wow. So now, do you guys sell? You have like a retail shop where you sell saws, or just you repair only?
We are a Stihl dealer. We sell them.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm gonna say that's a nice looking bunch of saws back behind you there.
That's the orphanage back there.
They're just older.
Oh, really?
That's,
older
that's
stuff.
the saws that people want to throw out. We find them. I call it the orphanage. Yeah,
that's great.
Come on up, Hank. The water's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna figure out, and I think I figured out something weird. I'm not logged into StreamYard, which is kind of weird. So,
you going through YouTube to come up?
Well, no. I mean, I'm looking up in the right hand corner, so I'm not logged in StreamYard, so I can't help you with any of the chat.
Oh yeah, Stella is my adjunct moderator. So if Stella's on with me, she can usually zap people like me. She's my co-host, if you will.
Okay.
You're allowed one other person that can have a hand at the controls, and she's mine.
Right. Okay. And like I said, I think I'd have to come down again and reboot. But anyway, I don't think I can help you on the chat with that tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Henry, you've eaten Canadian bacon, so you qualify.
Hi, Henry. Hank. Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping we'd have Steve and Bruce and Wayne.
Well, I thought I saw Steve in the chat at one point.
Yeah, he was in the chat. I asked him to come up, but what is it? 3:42 his time because he's 3 hours difference. Bruce is 2 hours.
They're ways out there. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. But hopefully you'll hear from Bruce's niece so you guys can get that logo going.
Yes, I have an idea in my head. I just gotta.
Yeah, she's really good. Hey, Arch is here. Hello, Arch. My buddy Arch. We had a nice talk today, him and I. Arch is. I'm thinking about visiting him, but before the end of the year, driving down to Long Island. He's only about an hour away.
Oh yeah.
And do a video with him or something. So.
But it's interesting when I'm not logged into StreamYard, I can now post comments in the chat directly from StreamYard when I'm not logged in. It's I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
What is that kitty's name?
That's Lily.
Lily. What a beautiful cat.
We have 2 kitties in here, Tony and Lily. Tony's the big black cat.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of them, and he's actually her uncle.
Oh, okay.
Do they live in the shop, or do they go in the house as well?
They live in the shop.
Live in the shop.
Really? Okay. They never go in the house?
Nope.
Never.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we
But
had
are they
cats where I used to
feral?
work.
Are they feral?
No, they're both fixed.
Okay.
And
No,
both born
we had
here in the
shop cats,
building.
and we had customers when I had a shop that used to come just to visit the cats. They wouldn't come to buy anything; they just wanted to see the cats.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that happens here too.
Oh yeah. I'd come visit just to see the cats.
Tony, he lays out in the showroom on the floor and puts a display on for.
He tries to trip people.
Nice. Well,
anybody ever step on him?
So outside, if you look at the window, you'll see someone coming walking, and he'll just like lay on his back right in front of them. They have
for a belly rub.
They have to walk over him. Or is it a belly rub or is it a trap? Is he waiting to get people?
I think he wants a belly rub.
He does. He's like a dog. Just like a dog.
Well, there was this nut and bolt jobber called Wilders that was not far from me that we used to go to all the time. I don't know if they're there anymore, but they had all these monstrous cats, huge like Maine Coon cats. And you walk into a shop like that, they have all these stools where you sit there at the counter and you tell the guy and you get these like, tons of nuts and bolts, whatever you're looking for. And you'd walk in sometimes and there's like 3 cats sitting on 3 of the 4 stools, and people couldn't sit there. So it was like no one wanted to disturb the cats. It was kind of funny. So
what do the cats do in the springtime to the brand new Cub Cadets? They get mud all over the seats and the hoods, everything. And people still buy them. They're that's cute.
That's cute.
Wipe that off. Clean off.
Henry, you don't want to know what that looks like on screen.
Yeah, raise your hands.
I was gonna say, yeah. If Mick was here, oh my God, gold, Jerry, gold.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
well, you're sitting there like this, and I'm like, hey.
Don't go there.
That'd be pretty big, man.
Well, we could always dream. Yeah. But every time we'd be on with Mick, if we ever did something like that, Mick would always screenshot it or whatever. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Seinfeld episode. It's like, gold, Jerry, gold.
I can't remember. Dad used to watch that.
Anywho, so hey, Stella, you and Hank, did you check out my gifts?
I just came back from Mexican food dinner.
Oh, I got all kinds.
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. The burrito was this big and about like that.
How far away from you? Is it a new place or was it?
No, right next to the Home Depot from my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the place called? What's the restaurant called?
La something. No, all these restaurants just opened up within a couple of years. All Mexican restaurants, and there's on that strip alone, there's 5.
But it's funny. I find even the Italian restaurants and stuff, it's Mexican cooks. There's a lot of cooks, no matter what the venue.
And they're really good.
My wife ordered a burrito, and she looks at me and, what would you like? And I said, you have a hamburger and French fries? And she goes, yeah. Mexican hamburger and French fries. I was kidding. And
at work, where I am at Sikorsky, we have Taco Tuesday. Every Tuesday is Taco Day.
I know. What's the name of the restaurant we went to? La Tatina?
Is it in what town's it in?
In Southington.
In Southington.
Sounds good to me.
We got all the good restaurants down in the States. Yeah. We have Tim Hortons and Subway. Is that about it?
McDonald's, Subway.
That's
L-O-T.
Wait, this one here, Hank?
L-O-T.
La Katrina?
No. L-O-T-E-R-I-A.
I like the Cracker Barrel that you guys have.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I like Cracker Barrel. I always sit next to the fireplace. They have a walk-in fireplace, walk-through, and it's really nice.
I have never been to a Cracker Barrel before.
Get out. It's not good for you nutritionally.
No.
There's nothing nutritious about Cracker Barrel, but it's the ambiance. The best part of Cracker Barrel, though, is the store going out. The candy, the toys, it's like walking into 50s and 60s like a toy store. It's really cool. Yeah.
What's the big buffet that you have down there?
There's a bunch of them though. There's a bunch.
What's the one that we?
Do you guys have Golden Corrals up there? They have.
That's one of them. Golden Corral. That's a big one.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of. No, we don't.
Steakhouse
what do we have up there?
thing.
Yeah. I've got a friend of mine who is so like germ phobic, he won't even go near a buffet. Even if you got the spit guards, he won't go near one. Yeah.
I'm sort of in that camp, but I sort of get over my fears sometimes. And
Oh yeah, we went to the Golden Corral. I think that's in Florida.
I remember that someone recognized the dealer sticker on our truck, and it was weird because they were from Canada too.
We ran into like a neighbor, basically a neighbor in the Golden Corral parking lot in Florida.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, I thought that was odd because he recognized.
What's that all about?
That's today's video. Have you watched it yet?
What time was that? Like 3:00? Oh. Do you have your videos planned to come out on a timer or something, or how do you do it?
Yeah, sometimes I have them on a timer.
Okay.
I have a whole bunch of them on there. Just I get them uploaded, thumbnail, all the stuff done, just ready to press play on.
How's the line going? You getting kind of, or you still got a lot coming in?
There's stuff coming in. There's probably like 10 or 12 things sitting over there.
It's a hunting week, right? Well, 2 weeks for deer hunting in our season, right now in our area. So it's so quiet. It's so quiet right now.
Yeah.
Is it deer meaning gun or bow or
gun? Right. It's rifle for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we're always not busy for these 2 weeks.
Last week.
But you guys, are you like us where you only get like 2 tags? I mean, what do you get for like?
Yeah, you have to
apply for a tag.
Yeah. This year, I think we only have 2. We only have 2 tags. Let's see. Old Country. I never heard of that one. Old Country.
Okay.
Old Country.
Golden Corral is popular here. Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel. There's one here in Milford, Connecticut. I love it.
Well, there's Cracker Barrels everywhere.
Yeah. Well, how about down there? You got the Waffle Houses, right? Waffle House.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
I've never been to a Waffle House.
I wanted
seen
to.
them, drove by them.
Great. They're great. Oh yeah, they're especially great at like 3:00 in the morning. That's
why we call them awful houses. When you're feeling
Awful House. Oh,
Awful House. When you're when you've had enough to drink, you go to the Awful House.
That's right. Go to the Waffle House. Well, there's not too many Waffle Houses around here that there hasn't been some sort of shooting at. So I'm like,
really?
Yeah. I don't do Waffle Houses late night anymore because too many people get shot here.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That's an actual restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Did you go when they were closed, Hank? What's the deal?
The only one there.
Well, no, wait. The early bird special. Remember Hank's mature.
This is an ad on the phone.
Oh. I was gonna say the early bird special. My parents, they would vacation down in Clearwater, Florida. This is great. Early bird special says, yeah, but Ma, who eats dinner at 3:30?
That's right.
Yeah. Oh well. Whatever.
What'd you have, Hank?
Oh, I had a burrito. I'm telling you, the thing was this long, at least 18 inches.
What did you say? 6 inches? What's that?
Yeah. And it's got to be, like that wide.
Just remember, Hank, it's not the length. It's
the
girth, so.
I caught a fish this big. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Stella, hey, if you want to talk about that, just use metric. It sounds better.
That's right. Sounds better. Well, I do have both on this tape measure. All I buy is tape measures that have both on it anymore these days. So.
Like, see, Stella's tape measure. You go, this is marked Joe, Frank, Bob. Anyway. Who else is in here? I'm surprised we didn't get any more Canadians. What the heck is going on?
Well,
wait. No, I'm going to call Bruce. Hold on. I'm going to call Bruce right now.
Why is this Canadian night or something?
You didn't read the title?
I saw that God Day.
God Day.
Says God Day.
No, G'day. Good day. No. Canadian. No. Australian is G'day.
It's
Canadian is good day.
It says God Day.
It says God. Did I screw up and put God? I probably did, knowing me. I was all excited because I get a package and all it says is from Erica to Kenny. And I'm like,
it does say, it says God Day.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't correct that.
It says God day.
Oh, right up there.
I was supposed to say good day, like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
God day.
Oh shit! No wonder people aren't coming up. They're probably thinking it's a freaking Christian mass or something.
Yeah. So what were the gifts you got, Ken?
Let me see. I got a
Show us again.
I got a 2-in-1, which is beautiful. I love these things. Those are great.
Okay. Yep.
For those that don't know the 2-in-1, you cut the tooth with the gullet and the raker at the same time, which is priceless.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. They used to sell them like that long time ago too.
Hank, you're gonna make me take all this shit out, aren't you? All right. So now we've got the official Erica toolkit. We've got the Stihl T-handle set with this
Nice.
is what's this, like more for carburetors? Taking off the nut.
Yeah.
That. Hold on.
That's the 8 mil.
Yep.
Yep.
We got the is this a 4 mil hex? 4 mil?
Yeah. There's a 4 and a 5,
Yep.
mostly.
And we got, let's see, hold on.
Should be
We got all kinds of funny tools too. We got the official Stihl take the fuel filter out of the tank tool.
Oh.
Hold it up.
What does Stihl call that? Installation. Stihl
yeah,
calls
yeah.
that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we
That's
got,
nice tool.
What do they call it, Ken?
Like the hooks, yeah.
yeah, we got a I'm assuming
T27.
a T27 because that's all you need to take apart a Stihl. Then we got the 5. We got the 5 millimeter hex.
Nice.
Oh, you got it.
Hold on, it gets better. Now my favorite, the fuel hose taker offer tool.
Nice.
There you go.
Take the fuel hose off.
Now they used to put that taker offer tool on the flat bar for the rake.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
yeah.
really? To use as a raker tool? Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then this one here, which this is for something with the what'd you say this was for? With the fat knob on the end and the hook for the
What?
spring, for chain
Clutch
brake
springs. The
Oh,
clutch, springs.
Clutch springs. Cool tool.
What
Never
does it
saw
have
that
like
before.
a handle on it? Like a
It's got like a big
Yeah.
knob on the end, and you can pull the clutch springs
Oh
off.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
So it
Then we
doesn't
got
like
this other one here. This which one was this with the wooden handle?
That's for the brake spring.
Brake
Yeah.
spring?
Taking the brake spring on and off.
Oh yeah, up and over. Yeah, yep.
Oh, that's nice.
There's
It
that.
is.
But
hate
what
when
I'm
I
really
get
excited
that
about,
brake.
because I was gonna make my own for some of these. Now I bought a few of these, but I don't have these. They gave me an actual block off plate,
Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice.
and even better,
But
They
wait,
gave-
there's more.
they
The
gave
rubber?
the front plate for the carby
Wow.
Nice.
to put the
Did you
hose
get
on
the
it,
rubber pad?
and then the rubber piece for the muffler,
Nice.
No.
and then let's see.
Look at you. You're going to be regular
Oh, yeah.
Stihl guy.
And then Tyler, you tell me again about this. Who's
That's
the
the bar
stud removal tool? Where it's almost like on your clothesline where you have the 3 balls inside that grab the rope. This will grab the stud. Is it got balls in it or what grabs?
No, it's for installing the bar studs only.
Yeah, but what grabs inside? Is it balls or rollers or what's inside?
It's for installing the bar stud only. So it threads onto a bar stud.
Oh, it's got a thread in it. Oh, I
thread,
got you.
and then
Oh, and then it goes on a ratchet. Then you put it on a ratchet.
crank it down,
Oh,
and
I
then
got
you can
I got
loosen it, and it doesn't pull the stud with it.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, I got you. I thought it was like a
No.
stud remover, like for a car. No, this is
So
an
to get the
No,
bar
installer.
studs out, use vice grip
I got you.
I just use double nuts.
or that. Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, hey,
unless
and
the
then we also
customer
got,
has
hold on.
stripped it
You
already.
didn't get the
That's right.
screwdriver?
We got a pair of Stihl gloves.
Nice.
I use them all the time. They're
They
awesome.
call it Senso Touch.
You use your phone through them.
Oh, really? You could do your phone. Cool.
No
But-
screwdriver?
No,
Screwdriver, I don't think.
No, everybody's got the screwdrivers. They give those away at the dealerships.
I don't.
Got those.
You don't.
Yeah. I tell you, I said, hey, this is like $150 worth of crap. You know,
Yeah.
No.
More than that.
I gotta.
Depends what your dealer wants to charge, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
like
those tools
I like
are.
the screwdriver because it has that extra wing on the side.
Well, no. Do you have the ones with the wing? Because I couldn't find
No.
one with the wing.
We don't.
they don't do them anymore.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say.
It's
I asked
old
Tom
style
where he
that
got
type
it
of
from
thing.
because I couldn't find one.
Hold on.
Huh.
I usually wrap it with tape and put a line on it. You know.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
do around.
next time I see you, I'll give you one.
Yeah, I haven't found ever
Yes.
since Tom did that video. I can't find one with the wing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. They don't give them with saws.
Oh, he's gone to his tool chest to get something.
But they used to be available. Is that what it was? They discontinued them or something?
Must be. I
I
guess.
think.
Yeah. Because Tom was getting a lot of comments on his video. Where can you get one with the wing?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you got the wing. Where'd you get that?
They don't do it with the wing.
They don't make it anymore with the wing on them. Yeah.
The number come up? No. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Well, you got it upside down.
What's the number? Hold on.
5910 80.
890.
Is it 89 or 830? 890
Yep.
2305.
23.
Oh, you got good eyes.
Hold on.
There's the one that come with Dolmars and Makitas.
Oh.
Has the
Right.
wing on it.
And it has a wing on it too.
Yeah.
Steel screwdriver. Here we go. Amazon.com. What comes up? Hold on.
So Shop Cat Industries.
Yeah, but this one comes up. There's no wing. There's no wing on it.
Because they've changed.
Well, it's because it's aftermarket. And there's the little hex one.
No, it says brand Stihl.
Yeah. They've
the
changed
hex.
them.
Huh.
Now, is that the long one or short one, Tyler?
You're long.
Yeah, because they had the short ones and long ones.
Oh, I don't have the short one.
So Shop Cat Industries is asking, oh, okay, this is a good. Anyone here have a liner to K161?
Yeah, but what? That's a 7-horse Kohler K series. What do you need? What do you want? I could get them. What do you need? What's it for? What's it out of, actually? Because it'll make a difference on the crank snout and the oil pan.
Wow, that Shop Cat Industries logo looks much like a tattoo on my leg.
Yeah.
Get out! I'm not kidding.
James Condon
Ken?
says he's bringing his 2-stroke stuff to you, Ken.
I was just going to say that.
No, but James, we did a nice video with James where he was having trouble with a Chinesium saw, and we were all saying it's got to be the impulse line, and it was. There was actually a clog inside the impulse line. It wasn't.
If anyone,
It was like a casting flaw with it.
Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in. Wait a minute.
want to get really if you want to get really fancy, see that one's got numbers wrote on it.
Nice.
And it.
Oh, so you can count your turns.
So you can count your turns or micro turns, or
is that an official
Nice.
Stihl roundy thing? Wow, look at that.
Wow, it's a Stihl 5910, 893, 6600.
I don't think we've ever used that tool.
He's got cat eyes.
Oh, you
It's
got
way
62
cool,
original.
though.
Oh, cool. If you're looking, yeah, but what he put it? Oh, champion generation. Where are you located, Shopcat? Where are you actually located? Because there's tons of those engines around here. They're in Connecticut. I just don't know where you're located. And you tell me where you're located. I'm sure I have a Cub Cadet friend that could hook you up in your area. Or I know people that have hundreds of those. So seriously. Tell me what
He's near
Alberta, Canada.
He's near he's closer to
He's
Bruce.
closer to Bruce. No, he's next to Bruce. Bruce is in Alberta.
Well, Bruce is right in between Edmonton and Alberta.
Yeah, he's in Red Deer. Let me do
Hold it, Bruce.
calls. Let me make some calls, Shopcat. Let me find out who's up in that area, but I'm sure I can find you. Do you want the whole engine, or you just need the block, or what do you need? Do you have nothing? Let me know, because I have all the parts to build one here, but I'm not gonna ship it from Connecticut. It'd be too expensive. But yeah, let me know. I'll definitely be able to hook you up near Edmonton. Let me find out who's up that way.
That must have been
I still have all my tractor friends from 25 years ago, and we still talk. I'll be honest, guys. I've never met an a-hole tractor guy. They've all been nice people, and I still talk to all of them. And they have good friends, good family. I mean, I've never met a tractor guy who wasn't just a good guy, So anyway, Red Deer. Yeah, I'll talk with Bruce. Maybe Bruce can around to help you out. Cool. But anyway, what else? I think. What's new for Stihl this year? You guys hear about anything new upcoming for 25?
Battery stuff.
That you can talk about? Yeah.
Just battery stuff, mainly.
Yeah, but you don't sell a lot of that, do you?
You don't like to, no.
No, but do they make you sell a certain number of dollar amount?
They like to.
They try
to. Yeah.
Oh, really? Because my dealer says they try and force them to buy X dollars worth a year, and he's ready to send it back. Nobody wants it.
My garden center, they were selling it and they weren't selling enough, so they took it away from them.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you walk in, my dealer's got the stand when you walk in with the handheld electric. That stuff sells okay, but the push mowers and all that stuff doesn't. And the backpack, they have a backpack, a Stihl battery operated backpack. He said,
I use a battery trimmer, an FSA 90. I love it.
Yeah, no, some of the stuff is handy as hell, especially a trimmer. Yeah, going up and doing stuff.
Great.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
We keep some of the entry level battery trimmers.
How much is it? Battery trimmer charger. You're $800 Canadian.
Wow.
That's
just for the trimmer or for the whole
trimmer battery charger. That's professional grade.
Yeah. So how long though? How long is it? Like a meter? I mean, how long is the
same size as an FSA 56? Or
okay. Now, does that have a tilt head or anything on it, or is it just a handheld?
The string trimmer.
Oh, string trimmer. Oh, I thought you meant
call them down there.
Strimmers.
Okay.
Strimmers. Is that what it's called?
Weed whackers.
They call it
weed whackers.
String trimmer is a strimmer. You know, when I think of trimmer, it could be hedge trimmer, it could be string trimmer. You know,
people say weed eater.
Weed eater, yeah.
Weed whacker. No, weed whacker.
Well, no, but a lot of people say weed eater. Like
that's a brand, though. Weed eater is a brand.
I know, but they see it like Kleenex or that sort of thing. Yeah.
I've got a really old home light weed trimmer out back. We're gonna make a video on it.
The kind with the U-shaped handle, the two-handed one.
I can't. I'll show it in a video. It's got
because my buddy Wayne's got a blue one with the big handle that it's got like the plus sign blade on it, like for doing like little trees and things.
Looks dangerous. It's curved shaft with big handles. It's got like a curved shaft.
Yeah.
The brush cutter. Yeah.
All right. What's this guy saying? Joe Bean. Hello.
Joe, do you mean it's jerky when you're like putting it into gear, or it's jerky when you're engaging the blade, or
because sometimes the glass struts get worn and it jerks a little bit, but sometimes it's the linkage going to the trunnion too. You got to watch the springs. There's a lot of things. I mean, what's your experience, Taylor, with jerky zero turns?
Depends on the brand.
Yeah,
like Cub Cadet's been really good. I find Husky and John Deere really sensitive, even brand new, but.
Well, is there an adjustment or something? I mean, I've seen it where you get jerky gas struts, or the linkage is just worn. You know,
could be linkage. Yeah. There's usually a friction pad on the transmission too, like where your input control is. There's hard to say. Depends on the design.
Yep. What model, Joe? You got a model? I'd have to look at the linkages to see. Yeah, the gas struts definitely. I mean, I have some people. The biggest complaint I get is, if I push it all the way, one goes more than the other. It'll go left or right. It won't go straight.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not familiar with Aaron's zero turns. You don't see many of them here.
Yeah.
Aaron's.
They had one years ago that instead of an electric magnetic clutch, it was like an actuator and it pulled a cable. And
I've seen that. That's like Honda used to have that. It had a 3-ball setup inside where the balls would run a ramp and go up.
I scratched my head on that one. He wanted to trade it in, and we were like, no.
Gary Bernacki just fixed one on a Honda tractor the other day with the cable-operated mechanical clutch.
No, it wasn't that. It was literally you engage the deck, and there was a motor, like a winch motor, and it is what pulled the tensioner on the mower deck.
Really?
Like overcomplicate it for no reason. Remember that? Nonsense.
We didn't take it on trade.
We did not take it on trade. No. I won't. There's some models.
What dictates what you'll take on trade? Resale or just?
If I can, I have to be able to support it after the fact.
Okay.
It depends on how much they want for. I mean, if they want scrap price, whatever.
Yeah.
You mean want Tyler video?
I'm preparing my set. I'm cleaning.
I was going to say it's been Erica's channel. You're in the weeds. You're.
I don't get to work on saws anymore.
So I have my set here, and he's building his set to my left.
Yeah.
My right, my left.
It's actually it's so cluttered and messy. It bothers me. You don't want a big mess.
There may be a Married with Small Engines 2.0.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, you know what? A lot of people have been asking. I don't know if you've seen it in your video comments about what engine is in your race tractor.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few.
So, there's a guy who's asked me a few times, and I answered like they're lawnmower engines. He thought they were something else.
Yeah, but I thought, what did you have, like an Intech or a Vanguard, or what did you actually have in it though?
So that one machine's a Kohler twin.
The one I'm driving is a horizontal Kohler 25 horse.
Okay.
Just out of a Walker mower. It come out.
So a Command series? What series?
Command, V-twin Command.
Yep.
And I buy all my parts from Midwest Super Cub in
definitely. I've used them. Yeah, them and Don Vogt and all those guys.
I have pistons, cam,
Hey, Ralph.
rods. Yeah, racing.
I had breakfast with Ralph last Friday. We had breakfast together. This is Mr. Gravely.
Oh yes, Gravely's.
Yeah,
did they have their own engines?
They did by Studebaker.
Really?
Studebaker used to own Grave. Ralph, come on up. Here, I'll put the link.
I've only ever had one, and it was a handlebar. And to start it, you used your foot, like a button with your foot.
Ralph could answer that. He's the Gravely guy. There were so many iterations. They even had an overhead valve conversion that's very rare for that. But Studebaker made the ones that look like diamonds. The cylinder head was like a diamond with the two big.
So long ago, all I remember is the starter button. You used your foot. It was
right. That's the old
weird.
Yeah, that was the old. They had the old Delco starter motors, and it was like the switch for like a high beam on a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
hit
it
so long ago.
Yeah.
Guy who owned it was like 90 something.
Yeah. Come on up, Ralph.
There you go.
Yeah, Ralph knows all about the Gravely stuff, definitely.
And we don't see a lot of them around here.
Yeah, Gravely's are fun. The cool thing about Gravely is every implement, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ralph, every implement every year will fit any other Gravely.
Right. Okay.
No matter
BCS,
if it's 30s or 1990s, you know.
Yeah, BCS switched things, but you can buy adapters too.
Yeah, but BCS, from what I understand, though, is very heavy, big and heavy.
They're heavy.
Yeah,
they're hard to wheel around.
Yep. And you're a dealer, right? Aren't you BCS
dealer?
Yeah.
Very easy to fix, though. Like very easy. They made them so the average farmer can fix them with basic tools.
Yep.
So,
but let me ask you, if someone buys a BCS, we were talking about the different models and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But people buy more than one attachment?
Yeah.
Oh, who's down here? Mr. Dobie? Hey, Thomas, how are you, buddy?
Tommy.
I didn't realize this was at a I want to thank you for having me up on a religious Canadian holiday. I got
That's right. You look like a rabbi, so I'll let you up. All right.
I actually got a piece of paper and a piece of trash bag to make this collar. Now I can't get it off.
What's going on, Mr. Dobie?
A little bit. This is for Canada.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, what's it say? Hold on.
Canada.
Down here in the States of Canada.
Canada. What did Vice Grip call it? Canada.
Canada.
I couldn't resist that, Ken. It was funny.
That's all right. I was looking. I did the background here. Wait, I'll change my background because I don't have to show it anymore. Hold on. Because every time Brucey was on, I would always have this background. He used to love it. Where is it?
It's your maple leaf.
Yeah, my maple leaf. Yeah, flying the flag. There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah. Every time I go with that, Brucey'd be like, "Yo, salute me."
No, it's not the same up here. I go to the States and I see all flags in people's yards, like American flags.
Yeah. Oh, you guys aren't patriotic like that?
You don't see that up here.
Really?
Like a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, but ours, ever since 9/11, though, you'll see everywhere.
Unless it's at the truckers' convoy, then there's lots of them.
Yeah. We don't want to get into that.
Yeah, don't go there.
But anywho, hopefully Ralph will come up. We'll start talking Gravely. But Gravely, the history with Studebaker, it's a very interesting history. You know?
Really? Never looked into it.
Oh, yeah. Gravely's are cool. I mean, I've been to a couple Gravely shows, and they have what they call mow-ins, where it's big. But the history, look at some of Ralph RW3 Dog's videos. He's like the Gravely guy on the East Coast, but he'll go to all the shows and film them. And
they'll have like a 19. He'll tell me which one it was. I think it's 1922 or 23, and they'll make it run, and it's an all original, like 100 years old. That was the theme was the 100th anniversary, and they actually got the thing running. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Talking about we've got the buffet, we've got Golden Corral, we've got Waffle House, the awful waffle as I call it. We've got
there's not many buffets around here now. Buffets aren't as popular anymore.
Old Country Buffet went out of business about 20 years ago. Our Golden Corral closed because of COVID.
Well, that's what it was. COVID closed most of the buffets around here because of germs. Yeah.
It's now some kind of sushi restaurant. And it's
there's Ralph. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, what's up?
Ralph, you want to explain the connection between Studebaker and Gravely?
Yeah, sure. At some point in time, like mid 60s, Studebaker bought Gravely. And they also owned Onan engines at the same time as well.
Oh, Onan.
Yeah, that's real expensive.
Yeah, and then eventually, I think around I don't know when Studebaker got out, but around 82, Aaron's bought Gravely, and they still own them today.
Yeah.
Now, who designed that weird looking head, that engine? Is that a Studebaker engine or?
The Gravely, what we call T-head engine, was actually designed by Benjamin Gravely. And the first Gravely that used it was like a 1936 tractor.
Wow.
And
look at that.
In 1939, they made the first Model L tractors, which they made all the way until 1976. And they had the same motor pretty much the whole time.
When did they go to the K series?
In like 1967, or no, sorry, back it up. 1966, they made what's called the Commercial 10 Gravely, which had a K241 on it with a starter.
What was the deal with the yellow ones? The yellow.
So at first they made them yellow, and then a couple of years later, all those scrub cadet guys spoiled it for Gravely when I guess consumers got confused and thought Gravely's were scrub cadets.
Yeah, but Cub Cadets started in '61, so they were first.
Yeah, so Gravely changed the color to what they call Gravely Orange, and eventually to Gravely Red.
Okay.
So, and at some point they made both colors at the same time. And the story goes that if you had a yellow one, the dealers would actually take them back in and repaint them red.
Oh, get out!
So I have a couple of machines that are red, and you can see under it that there's yellow paint.
Like you open up the hood, it's yellow on the inside. That's funny.
Didn't the post office have something to do with Gravely?
Yeah, well, the U.S. Postal Service bought Model L Gravely's that were specially made for them.
Yeah.
And they were pull start machines.
Weren't they white though, Ralph?
They were yellow. I wish I had one. And anyways, they used to use them at the post offices to plow the sidewalks. So they had snow plows, snow blowers, and a mower deck that they would use at the post office properties back in the 60s.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, he's another Connecticut guy, he actually got one last year. It came out of the basement of a post office somewhere in Connecticut.
Wow.
And his buddy worked there, and he got it a year ago. It's been sitting in the basement ever since. So
I wonder if anybody now at the post office knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably been sitting in that basement for 40 years.
Ralph, I was going to call you yesterday. Did you see those two 5625s on Facebook Marketplace?
No, I didn't see them. No.
There's two of them for $950 each in mint condition. I was like,
wow. Yeah.
One's got the blower, one's got the plow on it. I want the plow. I was going to call you and say we should go look at it.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I always wanted a Gravely with the plow on the front, just so I could walk behind them. I always loved those. We had one at Moore Tool when I worked at Moore. Bridgeport. We had an L, a 57L.
Yeah.
And it had the rope start with the big wooden dowel we had on the damn thing. We had a plow on the front, and we plowed the sidewalk with it. And when they finally were cleaning out the storage and stuff, I begged them, sell me this, but one of the maintenance guys wanted it, so he took it.
Ah.
Yeah, but it was an original 57L mint condition. We had it since new at the company, but one of the maintenance guys, when he left, he took it with him. Yeah.
That's pretty neat. They're fun to plow with the old ones. I haven't done it for years, but
because when you have the heavy snow, the real wet snow, you can only plow. You can't really, do snow throwing.
Yeah.
Except, we do the rubber paddle trick where you screw on the piece of rubber and you make it like a squeegee.
Yeah.
Didn't they have two types of rope starts, the round rope and the flat rope?
So on
I thought they had a belt. Didn't they have a belt or something?
Yeah,
on the Gravely, originally it was a leather strap and kind of like a belt. Yeah. And there's a little pin on there, and there'd be a hole that goes over the pin, and you wrap it around. But then they switched from leather to
days.
kind of like a nylon type of thing, but it's still
Ralph,
flat.
what was that one at the Mode or whatever? Was it 100-year-old Gravely you guys started up?
Yeah, before there was the two-wheel Model L that you were talking about, there was what's called Model D, which is a one-wheel Gravely. And we had one that was, I think, from 1924 that we started up, which is the oldest one known to exist. And they were water-cooled back then, too. They had like a gas tank with two caps. Wow. And one side had oil in it. The other side had gas in it. And some of the other really old ones had a water-cooled system. So they're pretty impressive for 1924,
Yeah.
And then they started making them in England, and they licensed a company in England to make them, and they call them Gravely Imperials. They made them until like 1952 in England. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I love all that old stuff. I tell you, it's just fascinating to me.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's neat.
Single wheel. Yeah.
The stories that Benjamin Gravely kind of, the year is up for debate. It's either 1916 or 1917. Made a prototype of that one-wheel Gravely, supposedly with an Indian motorcycle engine, is where they started.
Was that oil? Was it a two-stroker? Did it have
It
like
was
an oil injector?
Yeah, it was a four-stroke. And some of the old ones had these weird carburetors. They had like a cork float in them. I worked on a couple of them before.
Wow.
They're really finicky. Yeah, there you go. That there is a L model, but yeah, that's the deal.
I bet you Gravely man can tell you.
Yeah,
our friend. Yep.
Stella, how does my microphone sound now? Is it on good?
Loud, very loud.
Much better. Yeah, because I think it just was off, and you were like talking like your computer was picking it up.
It was that computer over there. It was that.
Only ones from
Yeah. It was because you sounded like you were in the other room. But yeah, you sound better now.
I actually was in the other room. I was.
Look at that. Nice. Jeff had one of them.
Did he?
Nice.
I had a Model 810, 10-horse Kohler. Yeah, they had the 810, 812, 816.
Look at that.
Studebaker. That's just fascinating to me.
My neighbor brought me this tractor. The transaxle is like unique in that he brought it to me in 6 milk cartons. And he said, can you put this together? And that's how I learned about Gravely's. I downloaded the manuals. In fact, Ralph, you still got the manuals I gave you?
I do, yeah.
I gave Ralph the factory shop manuals that a dealer gave me from a Gravely dealer. But inside, they had the best parts manuals. The exploded views with all the thrust bearings and everything, phenomenal. The drawing dynamo.
Here's a picture of Ben Gravely with his...
Hold on.
That's why he's in a suit and tie.
That's why he's in a suit and tie.
Now, why would you have that?
Another picture of
I was tilling
back in the day using the Model Ds in the field.
It wasn't it funny though how when people, even in machine shops, they had ties on.
Yeah,
yeah.
Flying on an airplane, whatever you're doing, man, you dress nice.
Yeah, look at all the old baseball games. Everyone had a hat on, fedora, whatever.
My grandfather at the shop, that picture I have of him, they're all wearing like white overalls. They're wearing ties.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine being on an airplane and coach next to somebody like this?
Yes.
In the old repair manuals, they show a guy rebuilding the engine. He's wearing like a lab coat and a tie.
That's right.
You know?
I think it went to shit like in the 90s. I remember interviewing an engineer, and she came on with like ripped jeans and stuff, and I'm like, this is a job interview. And she's like, "You're hiring me for my mind, not for my fashion sense." Like,
yeah.
She went to like MIT and all this other crap, and I'm like, I was supposed to be impressed, but it's like, yeah, but you're dressing like you're going to a rock concert,
Yeah.
But ever since then, it's like the kids, I don't know. Is it?
Back
I
in
had a tie on when I started work. As an engineer, you wore a tie. I mean, in the 90s, a company that bought us out had casual Friday. You didn't have to wear your tie on Friday. Okay. And it was like, ooh, Fridays were great. Then they offered us polo shirts. So after that, no more ties. This is like 1995. And ever since then, it's like nobody wears ties anymore.
Yeah. Back in 91, I worked for Sears Auto Center. And I went back into the very back of the parts room, and I found this crusty old white shop long lab coat. Yep. I took it home and washed it and made it look nice again. And I was just a tire tech. I went back wearing that, and I got poked so much fun at for wearing that thing, but I did it as a joke. And this thing was back here from like the 70s or something.
I still have my smock from Lacey Manufacturing, first company I worked for as an engineer. And it was my we had short lab smocks and long ones. The long ones were when you went into the rooms that had like acid and all that, where you didn't get. But I still have my pocket protector. And it's funny, people say to me, "What the hell's a pocket protector?" I said, you had to be there, But we all had pockets because you didn't want to get the ink staining your shirt. Yeah. So I mean, that's dating me. When I started in the early 80s after college, it was like, I don't know. Times have changed. They've really changed.
My father-in-law would wear a pocket protector up until he retired about 5 years ago.
Yeah. Even the you see guy in church
for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Goodwin Tech, DC Goodwin Tech, when I went to school, we had to wear ties with
Well, my wife, when she was going to school, she had bobby socks, saddle shoes, and the uniform. Because she went to Catholic school. And you had to wear the uniform.
I had this tie to high school. I went to a Catholic school.
All the Catholic schools, you had to wear the ties.
Yeah. Same.
The next live stream you do, Ken, we all ought to dress nice.
Well, no, I'm telling you, my Christmas live this year, if you want to be on panel, it's ugly Christmas sweater this year.
Nice.
So if you have an ugly Christmas sweater, you come on.
What is this? Is this Christmas? What
I usually have it the week before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this
Walmart's got a bunch of them right now.
So, and I don't mean the person in it has to be ugly. I mean, it's got to be an ugly sweater.
I was going to say, what if you're just ugly? But
well, yeah. So.
I do have Christmas lights. Can I be here ugly if I'm just?
Yeah. No, but I like to have a theme. I don't know if I'm going to do giveaway this year because the couple times I did giveaways, I went bankrupt. So I don't know if we'll see. I may have one master giveaway or something like $100.
15.
Didn't we do Secret Santa one year?
The one year I did a lot of giveaways, it cost me $1,000, and it was like, I didn't even make that much off of YouTube that year. I was like,
you're not supposed to say anything,
and it was all postage. I had $300 worth of gifts and $700 worth of postage.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so now my gifts are just Amazon cards. Buy whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's so easy to just email someone an Amazon card number. Here you go. Congrats.
Lowe's or Menards. I wish we had a Menards down here.
Yeah, we don't have those up here either. Yeah, we have Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, that kind of stuff.
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, yeah, that's a big one. Well,
Freight.
We have what? Princess Auto.
I'm
Princess
laughing
Auto.
at Shopcat Industries.
What do they say? They say.
So is Princess Auto Canadian Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
Company?
You want.
I don't know if they're the same company, but I think they're the same company. If you know what I mean.
Stuff.
Yeah, same Chinesium stuff.
I notice if you go like here, we have Tractor Supply, and they have a brand of tools that.
Princess Auto.
What's it called? Countryside or Country something?
Black Bear. They have a couple of them, but they're all the same crap as Harbor Freight with Tractor Supply's name on them. So they must be the same factory.
Harbor Freight is trying to push out of that a little bit. They got that Icon line.
Yeah,
Icon is a good quality tool, though.
Icon's a good quality tool. They got the Matic stuff, which is better, I think, than the Pittsburgh variety of compression testers and shit like that.
So he would know Princess Auto. Where's he from? Shopcat.
Edmonton.
Oh yeah, that's
he's from Edmonton.
I think Princess Auto originated out there.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
We still had a Western Auto about 10 years ago that closed.
Oh, I used to love Western Auto as a
Yeah,
kid.
we used to have Western
They would
Autos.
sell mini bikes and all kinds of cool shit.
Now Pep Boys does that.
Do they?
Yeah, they got mini bikes and all that crap.
Do
Really?
they?
Because I know Northern
Sell like
got
Coleman
others.
mini bikes and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator engines.
Because I know
Princess
Northern Tool,
Autos. Yeah, they're Predator.
Northern Tool got out of doing any kind of go-kart. They used to be big on go-kart stuff. But
Brett, if you want to show me you, that's fine, but I don't want to look up your arm.
Power Fist. There's Honda clones.
Yeah, I think you talk about Predator engines. I think up here they call them Power Fist. Do you have Power Fist?
Hey, Brett.
Brett,
No, I
Power
mean, I've seen
Fest?
thought they
No.
were different things. I didn't
Well, they
think they were
could be.
Predator.
Hold on a minute.
They could be
Power-
different,
Power Fest. I never
Yeah,
heard that.
if we go to Princess Auto and buy one of their engines,
which we don't.
Power Fist is the brand.
That's what? That's an
Predator
engine thing?
engines are now pretty well respected as far as
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
like
yeah, definitely.
they're
Well-
like the Uber Honda clone.
Well, the
and you
Honda-
can actually
Honda's
take some Honda
GX.
parts and put them right on there.
Honda's GXs are from Thailand now, I think.
Really?
Thing.
Actually, they're V twin. The GX 630 is from China. Yeah. Honda. Not impressed, but anyway.
Yeah, I thought I remember Wayne saying that before. That
It might not
Power
be.
Fist isn't.
that's
Predator.
right. Where is Wayne? Speaking of,
I know. I emailed. No. Oh wait. I was gonna hold on. I was gonna call Bruce. Hold on. I got distracted. Hold on.
It's
call
so
Bruce.
easy to do. But Wayne, where's Wayne? Is he watching?
I know
some
him too.
fight
I'm gonna
or
call.
something?
Wait. I'm gonna call them both. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go.
Well, this is kind of unusual, you
It
know,
is.
all these live streams,
Hold on.
not on Saturday afternoons. That's what got me. I'm like, wait, Kenny's live? Wait
this
a
is the
minute.
time I can come on without being on Saturday. I'm not
Hold
sure.
on.
I know.
Hold on. Hold on.
Well, so often seems like the last few Saturdays I've had to be out of town, and probably again real soon.
Oh, come on, Brucey. Where are you?
Bruce is probably on his way to eating dinner, maybe soon, maybe not. No, it's
Hey, where are you? I'm my only Canadian-only live stream, and Brucey isn't here.
Are you drinking?
No, I could be.
I'm at lunch having happy hour with my 4 buddies.
Ah, Brucey. Ah.
I know.
No, we're on there. Erica sent me a bunch of nice tools in the mail, and I did a Bob and Doug McKenzie. I wore a toque and hose heads and all that, and I figured you guys might come up.
It's God Day.
God day.
It's even got
that's God Day.
Erica, did you get the messages from Bruce? He's saying
Yes, I've got 3 emails to.
you got 3
write
emails.
back
He
to.
said 3 emails. Yep,
Good.
cool.
Or the emails or messages?
Emails or messages, Erica?
Emails.
Emails.
so he's talking.
Forgive me, I've got a new phone.
Oh, that's okay. All right, Bruce, I'll let you go. Go back to your drinking. Stay safe. All right, see you, buddy.
Go to Mexico.
There you go. All right, stay safe, my friend. Bye-bye. Yeah, Brucey's with his 3-4 buddies, Cord, and all the other guys getting a little hammered. It's Wednesday night at.
And apparently he's finally got his new phone. He's been talking about that for like 6
I
years.
didn't know Wednesday night was get shit faced at Bruce's. I didn't know.
Well,
He's been emailing me, but he said sorry with the texting. So he doesn't know if he's texting or emailing.
Well, yeah, his new phone. I guess he's trying to figure it out.
New phone.
All right, wait, hold on, wait. Now we got to call Wayne. Hold on, we got to call the other guy. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, he's been talking about getting this new phone.
Bruce,
for like 6
Bruce
years
has
now.
an excuse. It's Wednesday night. Get shitted with Bruce, so I understand
Yeah.
that. Let's see where. Let's see.
Well, tell Wayne and Jake I give them a shout out on my video today.
Wait, let me
Does
see.
anyone have any info on that Snap-on impact driver the greasy shop rag uses?
Scott will tell us.
that's still on.
Scott's in the comments here.
I like the looks of it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Is it an air or is it a?
Oh, I think it's
Hey,
a
I do one Canadian only stream a year where it's only Canadians
battery.
allowed, and you and Bruce and everybody. The only one here is Erica.
And Tyler.
I'm here
We've
too.
been live for 2 hours.
I'm wearing a Canada shirt.
Thank you.
Canadian only. I got my toque on.
I've got an
I'm
American
ready to
shirt.
go.
I don't have a Canadian shirt.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah, what's going on now? Come on up.
Look at that.
I emailed you the link.
Part
I
of the
emailed you a link.
14.4. I'm gonna have to check that
We
out.
got 3 guys from Connecticut in the Canadian only chat.
Yeah, I emailed you.
Right.
Live.
That's right.
What Canadian, Connecticut,
Yeah.
same thing.
Tell him it's
My
God
mother's
Day.
family.
All right, hey, Wayne's coming up. He
Nova
was in the shop. He
Scotia,
didn't
so-
see the email. He'll be up.
Is Connecticut more north than us? It might be. The map.
I've been to Philadelphia once. That's got to count as Canada.
14.4. I just can't
No.
afford the Snap-on stuff because I looked up one of their ratchets. It was like $800. I was like,
I
Scott,
don't
is
do
that
the Snap-on
tool
stuff.
expensive?
anything Snap-on's expensive.
I got one Snap-on tool. It's that little offset screwdriver that I use to like take off the carbs on like those old Pulsa primes.
Yeah.
Do we have
That one screw you can't get to behind? That's that's the only thing I use it for.
We're like 25 minutes out of town, so the Snap-on truck doesn't come here.
I've got
you have like Mac or any of the other ones?
No, not one of them.
Really?
Too far away. Are you
This,
kidding?
how much stuff would you buy off the truck? I mean,
Probably
Not
nothing.
much.
Probably nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Snap-on is the only one where you walk on the truck and there's a mortgage broker in the back.
Yeah.
right.
You ever
I
see these
own-
videos? They're reels usually where the guy goes into a shop and goes to all the guys, how much do you owe the Snap-on guy?
Yeah.
Like 8,000, 12,000.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought the Snap-on underwear about 6 years ago, and it's almost paid off.
Yeah, Wayne's coming up. He's just going to go grab his computer.
There is some good things about Snap-on, like sort of low profile ratchets and that sort of thing. But now so many other people out there have been, looking at these and sort of recreate Icon as, I'm not pushing Icon. I don't even own an Icon thing, but I see them when I go to the store. But they have those low profile heads. I have Gear Wrench that has low profile heads.
But even Gear Wrench has gotten expensive too.
Yeah, well, it's not as expensive as Snap-on.
Yeah. No, when I did my master's degree, I did my thesis. It was on Snap-on. I did a whole thing on that, and amazing how they do things. I didn't realize at the time to say made in USA, 70% of the cost of the tool has to be it from the USA. And what was 70% of the cost of most of the tools? The plating.
Yeah.
Right.
So the tools didn't have to come from here. As long as 70% of the cost was incurred in the States, you can say made in USA on the tool.
I've got some old Snap-on sockets that say Canada on them.
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
Scott has a Snap-on credit.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure they're not paying you interest on that $1.93.
Is Snap-on making money off the interest?
Wayne, good day. Good day.
Wayne.
Now, Wayne, you would know because you're mature like me. You remember Bob and Doug McKenzie?
Yeah.
There you go. Take off. Take off. All right.
The only thing I can think of Canadian is a Red Green show.
Yeah, red green. Yeah,
red green
with the duct tape.
It appears that you saved the best for last, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, what did he say?
Oh, he left.
Well, no, we called Bruce, and he's getting hammered with his buddies, so he's not coming up. And then I emailed Steve, and he came up in the chat and said hello and disappeared. So you're my only hope.
Well, I never checked my email, and it's a good thing you called me. I didn't even know you were on.
Well, it was supposed to be a Canadian only. Now we got the whole freaking world here. So we're all right.
Not far.
We're all Canadian at heart.
Is that Alaska?
Yeah. No, Erica and her husband sent me a beautiful set of Stihl tools that I'd have to go and hock for if I bought them myself.
That's Tyler up there. Yeah,
Tyler.
That's Tyler.
It's funny. We were just talking about Terry chainsaws, and I was going to call you Terry, and I go, your name's Tyler.
I get
So
called
I
Terry
always screw that
Tom.
up.
I get called Hey You a lot out in the parking lot.
Hey, you.
I respond to most things like that.
Yeah.
Or they say, call me anything except don't call me late for dinner.
Late for
That's right.
dinner. Yeah.
There you go. But anyway, what's new, Mr. Wayne? Anything?
Well, we don't work on chainsaws, but an 80-year-old
I don't blame
guy,
you.
an 80-year-old, Erica's the premier person to do chainsaws. So this 80-year-old guy brings me a brand new chainsaw today. And he says, I hear that you guys do really good work. So I said, how old's chainsaw? He says, brand new. I said, it's still under warranty. Yeah. I says, take it to the dealer. He said, I did twice. And I said, what did they say? They said, there's nothing wrong with the machine. It runs perfect. So anyways, I said, what's it do? He says, it'll rev up and then it'll die. So I said, really? He said, yeah. So I fired up. It idles perfectly. You hit the throttle, it revs out, and then all of a sudden it starts bogging down. So I said, I got a funny feeling that your spark arrestor's plugged up.
It's brand new, though, you said.
Well, it's been used. He's used it, but it's still under warranty.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's in the shop. I'm going to pull the muffler off and check the spark arrestor.
Yeah. What is it? It's a Stihl?
It's a Stihl, yeah. I don't know the make of it. I didn't even look at it. I just set it off to the side because it was hot from running. And I said, I'll pull the muffler off. We'll check the spark arrestor. Now, interestingly enough, your high and your low settings, are they only open and close 1.5 turns? Is that it? Is that the way Still's making them?
Yeah, now? With the limiter, if you have the limiter caps on them, right?
I don't know. All I can see inside, it looks like a Phillips to adjust.
Do they have limiters, Erica, on all their saws?
Yeah. All pop those off.
Yeah.
I didn't see any limiters.
You only turn it half a turn usually till the limiters hit each other. You know?
Yeah, it didn't look like limiters on it. It looked like just a Phillips head screw in there. Because I used the Phillips head screwdriver to make the adjust to see what it would turn in and out.
I mean, I know the idle screw is Phillips, but the mixture screws are Phillips.
The two were Phillips. Yeah.
Well, no, was it plastic on top of there? Because they do
have plastic guard on it.
No,
it's really not a Phillips. It's a cross, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cross. Yeah. But I used the Phillips, and it went in there, and I could feel it lock in. So I closed it off, and then I opened it up, and you get 1.5 turns, and then it's tight. I went to the low, and it's exactly the same thing. And they were both set at 1.25 out.
That's about right.
Which I assume is the standard setting.
Yeah.
Wayne, you better make a video about it.
Yeah.
We don't do 2 strokes.
We don't.
And I don't want to fool around with it too much because it's under warranty. Now, what gets me is you would think, like, I'm pretty sure the way it sounds, it's like a plugged spark arrestor.
Is it a Stihl?
Yeah, it's a Stihl.
If it revs up at all, then no.
It revs out and starts dying off.
Well, no, if it wouldn't rev up at all if it was a spark arrestor, in my opinion.
Well, then it's not the spark arrestor, then it's something else.
Sometimes they'll rev up a bit, but the sound of them, they have like this muffled
weird sound.
Like this really strange
like they're
sound.
under a pillow.
Yes, they feel like that's exactly it. They sound like they're smothered under a pillow.
I don't know where the exhaust goes, but it somehow some of them will run. It's weird.
Yeah. Wayne, did you notice, Wayne? What?
Good job, Kenny. Is the cloth in the inside hitting those?
It's delicate on my nipples, but it's all right.
Yeah. Normally when I wear those shirts, I put like a long sleeve one like this on, and then I throw that
usually
over top.
You'll get the itchy nipples if you don't wear it.
Well, especially if we don't have any hair on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all embroidered. This whole shirt is all embroidered.
Wow. High class.
Yeah.
Well, I just emailed PowerSmart, which is Amerisun in Illinois, to find out if that front plastic piece that holds the front wheels on their lawnmowers has either been recall or if they've redesigned it. Because interestingly enough,
broken off.
You can't even buy that part. They're out of stock. So that what that tells me is that so many of them are failing that they don't have any more replacements made yet to cover all the ones that are broken.
Yeah. I do like their parts network where you can buy parts because you go on their website and all great diagrams, all that stuff, and inexpensive. The parts are really cheap.
Now, I did do a video on it, and it doesn't even need editing, and hopefully Jake will post it because all he has to do is, because I'm talking about how chintzy the plastic is on the front, that there's only like 90 thousandths of an inch of plastic that holds it all together.
Yeah. Wayne, is this what you're talking about here? Hold on.
Yeah, that plastic piece. Yeah,
plastic piece.
Yeah, it's $21 US.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Oh, that is cheap.
Yeah, but not pretty cheap.
Power Smart.
When I add
Power Smart, it's a
38
cheap brand made in the U.S.
It looks like the same thing that you
They
got.
sell them at Home Depot. Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing that's on like the newer like yard machines and Toro. I mean, not Toro.
But the logo,
Troy built and all that sort of mess.
Power Smart.
Yeah.
See, at Home Depot, it's a cheap version, but they put it this way: they make snow throwers, but it's the cheapest plastic garbage.
Yeah, that's right.
Ugh.
Speaking of Home Depot,
so anyways, I'm hoping that they'll send me something back saying, why do you ask if it's redesigned? Well, like I've got 5 of them so far, and all of them are broke in the same place.
Huh.
Right.
So how about sending me one that's supported somehow, that's going to stand up for years?
Yeah.
Where is it breaking off?
It's got like little tiny tabs where the screws go in, but
Gotcha.
there's only 3/32 of an inch of plastic.
Okay.
For a height of about 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So any kind of force or side force or bump into something, if it cracks it, that's it. It's broken and it starts flopping.
Right. Because that's what holds on the front wheels and all that mess.
And it is made in the U.S. because somebody else said it's made in China. I think I saw a video somebody did on a Power Smart said it's made in China because that was on the box. At least this one, it said the engine is made in China. So I assume that the balance of it is made in the U.S. of A. in Illinois.
Maybe assembled.
MTD's push mowers this year we sold were made by Champion, or who is it? Serta? Who makes Champion stuff?
I thought Champion was Chinese. No,
Chinese.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think MTD's yard machines push mowers this year were right from China.
Yeah. Well, it's like, but I think MTD, Troy built, all those guys are all the same stuff, I think.
Yeah, but I think they've got someone else making them now.
Like Champion and Certified. Wayne, you know those
Champion's getting really popular now. Yeah, they're really popular.
The certifieds?
You see those green ones from Canadian Tire?
Yeah, you got to get the parts from Makita in Quebec.
In Quebec.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the company called MECNAIR, I think. It's Makita. So you could go to their website and they'll send you, like if you can't pull up a parts diagram, they'll send you one. But I've had some sent to me where the parts diagram is wrong, even though I gave them all the information.
Makita.
Yeah. MECANAIR.
Huh.
And then it's $18.95 shipping.
Yeah.
And on the blue ones that Canadian Tire sells, Erica, the ones that are like a teal blue color?
Yeah, like yard.
Yeah,
yard
they got
work.
the 500 EXI or the EX engines on them. So on those, when you get the self-propelled one, the brake cable and the drive cable are combined as one. And a guy just called us 2 weeks ago, asking us to get him the cable. So we let them know that we'd have to buy both of them, and it totaled out to be like, with shipping, it was over $47 plus tax on top of that. Yeah. So it's over $50 for him to release his brake.
Yeah,
because they're molded into the housing that clips into the handle.
Yeah,
you just can't take one cable out and put another cable in.
Then what about your labor, Wayne?
Yeah, well, we wouldn't charge somebody a lot as long as they're a regular customer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it's a half-hour minimum, but we've done stuff where we've charged like 15 minutes. If I put a spark plug in and dump out the fuel and change fuel on a chainsaw, and it runs fine, and I got to make a little adjustment, I charge them 15 minutes plus the parts.
Right. Oh, you're too nice.
Yeah.
You're nicer than I am.
But then that leads to leaf blowers, trimmers, lawn mowers, snow blowers, right, riding mowers. So it just booms.
Hey Ralph, you had said something about Home Depot.
Yeah. I was in Home Depot like 2 days ago, and anyways, I was at a flea market the other day. I bought an old Echo chainsaw called a 660, EVP. Thing's a beast.
Is it gray?
That's old.
Yeah, it's like an 83 or 84, I think.
Is it gray plastic or what is it?
No, it's orange.
Oh, orange plastic or metal?
It's metal. It's really heavy. But
yeah, I've got a 302 EVL and a 500 EVL.
So, anyways, I go into Home Depot and I was just wondering. I wonder what kind of Echo chainsaws they have in here that are new, you know. And the whole aisle of like what would be all the two-stroke stuff, leaf blowers, weed whackers, whatever. Every single thing was electric except for the Echo chainsaws and string trimmers and a couple leaf blowers. But everything else was electric, all Makita chainsaws, everything. And I was just looking at it thinking, this is like a bunch of crap looking stuff, you know?
It's hard for a company to invest to meet emissions on a two-stroke.
Yeah.
That's why Makita dropped out.
Since Trump took over, the federal government is not going to mandate, getting rid of gas and going electric. So the governor here in Connecticut has gotten rid of the date line.
Right.
For cars, they did, but I never
but
heard.
It'll be for the same thing.
Yeah, I hope so. But then they had these electric snow blowers, and I was thinking, man, I wouldn't want to be out there at, when it's 0 degrees out with a dead battery. But I don't know.
Yeah, Toro, when they first came out with the 60-volt one, they would only give you one battery, and the spare battery was $400.
Yeah.
Now they give you 2 batteries when you buy it, and of course they raised the price by like $300.
Yeah.
But now at least you have 2 batteries.
Crazy.
The Cub Cadet lawn tractor, it is lithium ion. It's 6,000 Canadian. The battery to replace it's $4,500 Canadian.
Wow.
So
that's crazy talk.
That's nuts.
A little bit. Just a bit.
Got to take out a mortgage.
I don't know what. I think it was Ryobi, but in Home Depot they had like a I don't even think it was 30-inch. I want to say it was like a ride-on mower with the deck in the middle, like a Forrest Gump snapper, but it was like a 24-inch Ryobi, I think. 24-inch. And it was $6,000.
Yeah. Wayne, are you in
the heck is going to buy that?
Pardon?
Are you in the Port Colborne or what?
Right on Lake Erie.
Is there a Cub Cadet Stihl dealer?
Yep. Bud Small Engine Repair.
Buds. They were for sale, weren't they?
Yeah, they still are for sale.
Okay. I was scanning the real estate one day and I seen that Cub Cadet Stihl dealer. He lives there, house and shop.
Yeah, I think they wanted. I forget. I think it was 1.9 million.
Yep.
We luckily got rid of that 0 turn. We had the 0 turn. I don't even know how we sold it.
You want to talk about jerky?
Oh, horrible.
How about the rear engine rider, the rear engine one?
I never saw it. The tractor's good. It drives nice and it lasts, but
it looks like it has a face to it. Yeah.
That 0 turn was horrible. Like the controls weren't there. They were very jerky. And we talked to tech and they did this and said to do this and reset and just trash.
And now they're not pushing them on us anymore.
They're
right?
not.
It's over.
They're over, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they're saying the base price. Where is it? Oh. Base price.
Yeah, American, yeah.
So we have that tractor here right now.
I let the kids drive it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't pay that much for my truck.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't see where the money comes from unless the battery. Like, is the battery the expensive part, or are they just fibbing us? Like, are they making?
No, batteries are expensive.
Yeah, but here you go. Like any good business, Cub Cadet.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Payment plan.
Yeah,
they did 0
financing.
They did 0% up here.
Did they?
In the spring, yeah.
Well, halfway through the loan, it wouldn't last that long. You'd default on it, and they'd come and sue you for everything you own. That's how they make money.
Yeah.
I have good luck with the gas ones, the XT ones.
If you maintain any gas-operated engine, it's going to last you forever. Like on a lawnmower, they just don't clean the decks.
calibration routines. What the hell?
That looks familiar. I don't want to look at that.
That reminds me of a floor scrubber.
Yeah, we replaced a few of those because they failed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is really good. I appreciate everybody coming up. I definitely appreciate the gifts from Married with Small Engines. You guys, I do.
That was
awesome. Putting on the live streams. Thank you.
No,
we're getting a new logo and some stickers made. So once we get them, then we'll need to get addresses from people and we can send some stuff out.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
You're getting marriage gifts from them?
Pardon?
Anyway, all right, let me go. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. There'll be an after chat. If people want to do the after chat, we'll do that. But for now,
happy God Day.
Happy God Day.
Everyone. I got to correct the word God. I don't want them to think this is like a Christian whatever.
Too late. That ship sailed already.
Yeah, I'll edit it in a minute. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you again.
Bye.
Thank you everybody for watching. All right. Don't forget, tip your waitresses. We'll talk to you later.
That's right. See you.